Whoa, what's going on? How are you doing? I think I meant to say yo. Instead I said whoa. I meant to say yo though. Welcome to the Super Magic Show. I hope you're doing well today. It is April 6th, 2026. We are one day removed from Akira Toriyama's birthday, which was yesterday. And I was thinking about streaming yesterday. I was going to stream yesterday, but it was Easter. And I figured Easter, I had things to do on Easter, okay? Like I have a lot. I had things, more pressing matters to do on Easter. However, I figured, let me celebrate today with all of you here on the Super Magic Show. I actually came up with this idea kind of late because I was not sure how I was going to celebrate his birthday, but here we are. I do want to thank Griffin Station for doing the art for the thumbnail. He actually drew that original piece back when Toriyama first passed away, and he colored it recently. So, like, he colored it for me like 2 days ago, and I really appreciate that. Of course, I have a link down in the description to Griffin's channel, but also Griffin's done art for me, and he's also done art with Jordan. Him and Jordan have a manga together, so it's a Toriyama tribute manga in many ways. It really is a tribute. So yeah. So anyways, I'm waiting for more people to file in. So today what I'm probably gonna do is I had two ideas for you guys today, and I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do first, so maybe I'll let you vote on that. So I have a few hours here that I can spend with you. So here's the two things I want to do today. Okay, let me actually real quick pull something up, because I got two, and I kind of wanted to save these for the stream. I didn't want to give them out early. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get this. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Oh, give me just a moment. Bear with me. Hold on. Okay. I was thinking about watching, because I might be able to stream it on here with I know I'm frozen. Every time that I go to a different window, I'm frozen. I know that. I don't know why it does it like that, but whenever I open up another window, it freezes the camera. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely don't know why. Like, but I had to switch windows in order to, like, you know, see what I was doing. So I got two choices for y'all today. One was I was frozen today. One is I wanted to stream a never before seen Toriyama project, an anime adaptation of Cashman. I wanted to do it with Jordan originally. No, I'm not using OBS. I'm using StreamYard. I wanted to do it with Jordan originally, and maybe I still can. Maybe Jordan will become available later tonight, which we are scheduled to come back on Wednesday to do the Mongolorian. So the Cashman stream, I'm sorry, the Cashman special, let me pull it up real quick here on my screen. It's about 15 minutes. It's not very long. And it has never been dubbed. It has never been dubbed. Has never been released outside of Japan. But I have a subtitled version, courtesy of Shit Eater. Yes, that's his name. Of the Cashman anime, which I guarantee you the majority of you guys have never seen. So I can air that here for 15 minutes, and then I was going to take calls. And I was going to take calls and have you call in to give me your memories and what Akira Toriyama means to you. Now, also, I want to say that any donations any super chat submitted today, proceeds are going to go to the Brain Injury Association of America to help maybe find some cures for brain disorders like what took Toriyama's life. I donated to them a couple years ago. All the proceeds that I made from my Toriyama documentary that I put out here on YouTube, I donated to the Brain Injury Association of America to help, and I'm doing it again this time. So any donations that you make is going to go to BIAA. Give me 1 second here. So, okay. I'm going to let you guys choose what we're doing first. Okay? Give me 1 second. What are we doing first? I know which one I want to do first, but I want to get your opinion. So I got the poll up right now. And yes, I know I'm frozen. Or at least I probably was frozen. I was frozen for a minute there, wasn't I? Was I frozen? Yes, I know I'm... Bro, you don't have to tell me I'm frozen, dude. I know when I click away, I'm frozen. You don't have to tell me every time. I know this. I know. You understand that? I know. You don't have to tell me every time. It's frozen. It's frozen. I know it's frozen. I'm very aware. I appreciate it, but you ain't got to tell me because I know. So anyways... Your options are Cashman first or take calls. I'm going to take calls no matter what. But again, I want to reiterate, any donations, proceeds of those will go to the Brain Injury Association of America. We've already got one super chat here from Enmost Cobra. I read Awawa World and Wonder Island the other day. I actually thought it was pretty good. I'm in the midst of reading anything Toriyama I can find. R.I.P. to the GOAT. Well, that's good, and I'm glad that you are. That you're reading Toriyama. I'm glad that you are reading more than just Dragon Ball. Let me see if I can get Jordan on. I'm about to put on Cashman. Do you want to watch with me? I don't even know if he's on, bro, but I'll try him out. No, Toriyama did not have brain cancer. He had a brain tumor. Brother, this is a really kind of a disrespectful question to ask. And I know you don't mean it to be, but the cause of death is available online, bro. Like, I'm just being real with you here. Gaming Hub UK donation for the BIAA, RIP Sensei. This man gave me £2 as a donation, bro. £2. Well, thank you, Habuk. I know that I sounded cold when I said that. It's just £2. I don't know, man. I'm giving proceeds of this to... I'm giving a lot more than £2 from this stream to Toriyama, bro. But all right. So anyways, all joking aside, I want to talk about a few things here. Yeah, I haven't heard back from Jordan yet. I don't know what's going on. He said he's being overwhelmed with things, so maybe it's not a good time. But times are tough. Yes, they are. Times are tough for all of us, let me tell you. Okay, Graham. Now I can be a dick and be like, name something Toriyama gave us that's not Dragon Ball or Dr. Slump, and see why, and watch you squirm and watch you Google it to get the answer. I could do that, but I won't do that to you. I will not do that to you. I'm gonna give you a break this time. I know, bro. I wasn't being entirely serious. It reminds me of that line in Trading Places. When the guy gives the dude, what is it? He gives him like a $3 tip or a $5 tip, and he goes, "Thanks, I can go to the movies." by myself, and the guy's like a multi-billionaire, something like that. I don't know. It was hilarious. So, yeah, Graham, I saved you. I saved your ass, bro. So, anyways, I want to talk about some things before we get into the Toriyama Cashman stuff. What kind of a question is it? Did you fix your SD card? There's nothing wrong with my SD card. There's nothing wrong with my SD card. Where are you getting the idea there was something wrong with my SD card? Man, y'all, I don't know, man. I've talked about this in previous streams, bro. So I can't, it's difficult for me to comment on that right now. But what I want, thank you, bro. I like my hat too. I got it from Just Saying. So I want to comment on some things here before we get to the Cashman thing. I wanted to comment on the Twitch streams. So people, I've already gotten people asking me, what's up with the Twitch streams? Why is the Saturday stream down? So Crunchyroll tried to play their little games with me again, but they didn't count on the fact that I have a legal team. I had to have a legal team. And so because I have a legal team and I'm not one to be fucked with, and I've got history with copyright, got my fucking sharks on them. And guess what? The streams will be back in 9 days. All of them. All of the ones I lost will be back in 9 days. Now, here's the issue. We do have an issue. Even though my legal team grabbed them by the neck and won me another victory, that does not mean that the future of Twitch and the Dragon Ball streams, that does not mean that it's safe. Because what Crunchyroll can do is they can try to go after each new stream. We can't have that. I don't know about the solo leveling ones, but I would not call solo leveling peak, bro. It was okay. I would even say it was decent, but it wasn't peak. I don't know about the solo leveling streams, because those aren't the ones that I asked for back. I asked for the Dragon Ball streams back. Can you explain to me how I took an L if I just said that my legal team won and I'm getting the streams back in 9 days? Please, I would like you to explain to me. I want you, John Myers, to explain to me how I took an L if a corporation tried to come after me and lost. Please explain to me how I'm the one taking the L. I would like you to. Because, brother, if that's your idea of an L, you and I have big differences about what a W and what an L is, my friend. Like, that's a hell of a statement. Hey guys, my legal team just beat Crunchyroll and I'm getting my streams back. Damn, Geekdom taking L's. Did you not hear that part, bro? Did your brain, is it selective hearing again, bro? Oh, this SD card, bro. That's something that was going on. That was like a week ago. I'm surprised that you even remembered that. I'm surprised that you even remember that. So he says because they hate you, that's why they want you to lose. They are hoping for it. Number one, they don't hate me. That's number one. Number two, they want you to lose. They're hoping for it. So can somebody explain to me how wanting somebody to lose means they take an L? So by your logic, John Myers, everybody who hates me, all my haters means that I'm taking an L. I don't think you understand what taking an L is, bro. Taking an L means taking a loss. Number one, they don't hate me because they're going after Black Bulma as well for all the streams she does. Number two, they don't want me to lose. And number three, they didn't win. So again, where's the L's? All right? I don't take L's, brother. I've never taken an L. So, just saying. The streams are coming back in 9 days. But, as I was saying, that doesn't mean that the future streams are going to be safe. Therefore, bro, you just said, I'm not very intelligent to understand. He said, hold on. I like how you said, I'm not very intelligent. Okay, I have nothing else to say to you then, bro. I've actually never had somebody straight up say I'm not very intelligent. Yes, everybody's taken an L before, you're right. But an L is not a loss. An L is a learning experience. And if you're a winner, you're going to take the L and turn it into a learning experience in life, which also starts with an L. So as I was saying, I can't read the chat right now because I'm getting distracted by you guys. You know, I guess happy birthday, Toriyama. We're going to get the Cashman here in a minute. Nothing from Jordan, so damn. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. So here's what it is, right? Maybe if you had come a little bit earlier, maybe you wouldn't be asking that question. Okay, then let me start over again because remember, guys, every time somebody shows up late, I have to start over again. Even though they're the ones that are late, I have to start over again. Look at this guy. I thought L means losing. Brother, I already explained to you earlier what an L meant. Dozer, I scheduled this stream 2 days ago. 2 days ago. If you don't have all notifications turned on, that's your problem. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. Why are people like other YouTubers, people outside of YouTube talking lies and bad about you? Because that's all they can do is lie about me, bro. All they can do, all people do when it comes to talking shit about me is lie. Like, that's all it is. Notice if you pay attention, if you actually listen to my haters for like 2 seconds, you're gonna know immediately that they're lying and that they're stupid. Like, my issue, bro, with my haters is that they lie and that they're stupid. And yes, it is jealousy. It's absolutely fucking envy. And so that's your answer. I mean, you answered it yourself when you said that they're lying about me. That's all they can do is just lie. That's it. They lie all the time. And if you want to believe those lies, if you want to be an idiot, go for it. I really don't give a shit anymore. But anybody who has a brain can immediately tell it's bullshit and knows not to trust those people. So, anyways, I'm going to go over the copyright thing one more time. Since Dozer didn't have notifications turned on and is late. So I'm getting the videos back from Twitch in 9 days because my legal team replied back to Twitch and we're getting the streams back in 9 days. However, because the streams are coming back does not prevent Crunchyroll from going after the streams in the future. Therefore, now listen carefully because I'm not going to repeat myself. Therefore, from now on, archives of my streams are going to be going elsewhere, namely Patreon. I'm going to be opening up a Patreon, and I'm going to be moving memberships over to Patreon, including anybody here who's a member. You'll be shifted over to Patreon, and there I will have all of the Revisiting Dragon Ball Z streams, all of them, including even the first ones. They will all be there on Patreon. Therefore, and that is the best thing that can happen, because then that way Crunchyroll can't come after me. They can't play their little games, and I don't want to have to, because here's the thing, even though I won the case, they can still open up a new case and a new one and a new one and a new one. And I want to make this clear, by the way, it's not even Crunchyroll that's doing it. I didn't tell you that. It's not Crunchyroll. It's a company in India that Crunchyroll outsourced. In fact, let me get you the name of the company. Let me get you the name of the company so that you know. Buddy, I have backed every single one of them up years ago. Come on, man. Listen carefully. The company, the guy who submitted the copyright strike is named Sushant Mohindru. He's literally in India. I have 43 terabytes SSD. Ask Heish if you don't believe me. The company is called... Oh, hold on. The company's called MarkScan India. So MarkScan India is a company that MarkScan India is a company that Crunchyroll outsources to do their dirty work for them. It's not even Crunchyroll, right? This company thought they could take down the streams, even though the streams are fair use. They got taken down. They'll be back up in 9 days. However, listen carefully. I'm going to move the streams to Patreon. That way they can't say anything. Crunchyroll doesn't even know what's going on, bro. It's India. It's Indian. It's the Indian company. It's not even Crunchyroll. I don't know anything about this data breach. That's new information. That I did not know that. I did not know that. Genuinely, I didn't know. Let's get this other super chat here. Sebastian Franson says, I know you're a Marvel fan too. We're eating good this year. DB Beer, Spider-Man, Doomsday. What are you interested in at all in Invincible? Currently going on with season 4. I have only seen the first episode of season 1 of Invincible. So I can't comment on that. I've only seen the first episode of season 1. So I have not, and I actually have the entire first and second season. I have it. Hold on a minute. I just haven't watched it yet. So I definitely need to, because I've heard good things. I also never got past, I think, season 2 of The Boys. I never got to go past that, and that was something I wanted to watch. Well, buddy, too bad. Not sure how I feel about Patreon. I think it's much better here with members. Well, with all due respect, bro, listen. With all due respect, Clips, I was planning on moving everything to Patreon anyways, right? And I'm sorry that you feel that way. I really am, but Patreon is better anyways. Patreon lets me upload more exclusive content. I can do more things with Patreon. I can give you better things. Also, Clips, you're not even a member. Like, what I don't understand, I don't understand what you're complaining about if you're not even a member. Brother, you're not even a member. That's like if somebody complains about working at McDonald's who works at Burger King. You're not even a member, bro. Why does it matter to you? How does it affect you in any way? You know how I know that he's not a member? Because he's not green in the chat. If he was, it'd be green. You know, Geekdom, I really don't know how I feel about this Patreon thing. It's better here with the members. Homeboy isn't even a member, bro. Bro, but you're not a member. Like, you're not even a member at the lowest tier. You're not even a member, dog. This is why you get made fun of, bro. This is why you get picked on for saying shit like that. This is why you get picked on. I hope you see it. I hope you see it. No, do not do that yet. I'll update you later this week. Because the Patreon's not ready yet. I will update you. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not saying he's a brokey. I'm just saying that what makes me laugh is the fact that he's like, I don't know how I feel about, Patreon if, I prefer it here with a membership. I'm like, you're not even a member. What? What makes you think? And here's the thing. This is going to sound like a dick thing to say, but if an actual member made that complaint, I would understand. Homeboy isn't even a member. Can you believe that, bro? Can you believe that? What? Man, y'all are special tonight. All right, speaking of special, Purple Bonsaian 2987. What does the 29 mean, bro? I'm actually wondering. I know 87 is the year you were born. I think. No, wait. 87 is not the year you were born. Is it? Whatever, bro. I'm not good at math. I'm sure you can relate. What's up, bro? RARE Toriyama. Enjoyed your Bible verse of Luke on X yesterday. Maul Shadow Lord was awesome. Yeah, well, I didn't even know you were on X. I thought you were a Facebook guy. I really didn't. 29 pregnancies? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyways, Bob Zor, I skipped backdoor firefighters 1/2 and went to 3. Oh, you're talking about backdoor firefighters? No, bro, the one you want to get is Tom Byron's House of Ass. Star Blast Studios told me that's one of his favorites, bro. Tom Byron's House of Ass. That's the one you want to get, bro. That's my favorite anime, bro. Anyways, Enmo's Cobra. I thought Patreon was for H. What is the H? I don't know what the H is, bro. What is the H? Like Triple H? I don't know. Did you mean to write something else? Anyways, all right. We're going to be taking calls here shortly. Before we do, I'm already having a good time with y'all. We're going to watch Savings Warrior Cashman. So this is not Dragon Ball, therefore I should be allowed to stream it. It's not licensed in America, therefore that's the number YouTube put on my account. Really? You know you can change that, right? We're going to watch Cashman. It's 15 minutes long, and it's a Toriyama special that most of you probably have never seen, and then we're going to take calls. The reason why we're doing Cashman and not Dragon Ball is because, number one, Dragon Ball is going to get me copyrighted on here, and unlike Twitch, I can get yeeted on here, and number two, many of you have never seen Cashman, and it is a Toriyama classic with Nakatsuru on it. How much is a Patreon membership, by the way? I don't know how much it is. I haven't told you how much it is. Okay, listen to me, guys. I'm going to say it one more time. We're going to be switching memberships to Patreon. Going to be, meaning we're going to be in the next week or two. Please be patient, and I will tell you. Be patient. I don't have all that information yet. I'm still making it. I'm still coming up with it. I have to figure out a whole bunch of stuff. So just be patient. You will know in the community tab. It'll be listed. It will be listed in videos. You will know. What do I want to know in the DB verse? I want to know the order of... Hold on. I got to get back to this in a minute. I want to know the order of events. Okay. Time out. Clips just became a member. Clips, let me tell you why I love you. Let me tell you why I love you, bro. All right, come close. Come close. In fact, I'm going to get up. This is why I love you. Thank you for being a member. It means a lot to me. But the fact that I just announced that I'm moving memberships to Patreon and you choose to become a member on the day that I make that announcement is very funny. That's really funny. That's very funny. That's like if I were to put up a sign in front of my house that says going out of business and you decide to come in, or in front of a house, in front of my restaurant that says going out of business, and then you decide to eat there that day. Thanks, but we're going out of business. You want any free bananas? I mean, I appreciate it, bro, but it's funny to me. No, I'm not even mad. It's hilarious to me because he became a member, which I appreciate, but he did it on the day that I said that I'm switching over to Patreon. You could have waited like a week and I would have switched. I would have told you how to switch over, but we'll be there. Okay, let me get to this real quick here. As far as Crunchyroll, apparently Israel got it and then they got hacked and had people shared users' data shared with marketing companies without consent from users. So now there's a lawsuit. Well, they got bigger fish to fry. They got bigger fish to fry than that. You know, Clips, I appreciate it. I'm still going to pick on you no matter what because I just find it funny. I would have loved it if you would have been like, sometimes I would have loved it if you would have been like, okay, I'll wait a week. You know what I'm saying? No, time out. I never said you were too broke. Hold on. No. You're putting words in my mouth, brother. I never said you're too broke. I never said that. I never said you're somebody else came up with that, bro. Look at this. He says, sometimes on live streams you can come off a bit mean and sarcastic to your audience. Me? Sarcastic? No! To think that I would ever in my life be sarcastic? Sarcastic, you say? Sarcasm on this stream? Give me sarcasm or give me death. Sarcasm? Never. Never. Anyways, bro. I'm trying to entertain Toriyama from beyond the grave. I have a feeling that he's probably not laughing. He probably was laughing a couple days ago when I was farting a lot. You understand? Brother, I had farts. Bro, that smelled. Listen to me. I had farts that smelled like the world was coming to an end. I thought that this was like a sign of the apocalypse, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yes, thank you, Heesh. My house is the house of ass. Yes. Which, by the way, Heesh and I are going to do a stream sometime soon watching, we're going to be watching Dragon Ball, what are they called? Stop motions. We'll be doing that soon. All right, this guy said if people think you're weird now and hate on you because they need to see how you are on Discord. Wait a minute now. On Discord, yes, we do take it up a notch on Discord, but, brother, my brother in Christ, you know that I love you, but your first statement in my Discord, and I'm not going to say what it is here to everyone because it's nobody's business and it's your private business and I respect you. I'm letting you know, bro, your statement is the weirdest thing that a new member has ever said, bro. I'm not gonna say what it is. Those of you in there know what it is. I just know that the minute I read your first like comment, I was like, this guy is something else. Will you remix Dragon Ball songs and make them raunchy? No, I would never do that. Just like I would never be sarcastic. You know what? The Patreon will be how? Here's I got some good news for you. If you want to join the Discord, the Patreon like is gonna get you there. It's a shame, geekdom, because you sometimes undermine yourself by coming across poorly to people who've supported you for years. Brother, my brother in Christ, I have not once called you a name, offended you, or said anything at all about you. I'm literally entertaining the people. Everybody else is laughing. Read the comments except you. I'm just going to tell you what I tell everybody else. The Geekdom 101 videos are family friendly and fun for the whole family. But the streams, buddy, if you can't handle it, there's the door. There's the door. I love you. Thank you for watching. But I'm never going to change who I am because you're offended. Because everyone's offended. Oh my God, Geekdom, you're being too sarcastic. Oh, Geekdom, you are too sarcastic. Geekdom, you're too real about the English dub. Geekdom, you're too real about what bothers you. Geekdom, no, I can't. No, please. I don't want Geekdom to be mean. No, he's too sarcastic. Oh no, Geekdom, please pamper my pussy. Please pamper it. That's you, brother. That's how you come off to me. I show these comments to my real life friends, bro, and that's what they say. No, please, don't be sarcastic. Don't be entertaining. We want you to be serious. We want you to be serious at all times, damn it, because Dragon Ball is serious business. Dragon Ball was also written by a guy who wrote Dr. Slump. Maybe you should learn Dr. Slump before you start coming after me about me being too funny. Anyways, I just had to make fun of him, bro, because it's just, what have I done in this stream that has been in any way offensive? Like seriously, like dead ass. Like, what does he expect me to do, bro? Suck his dick? Do you want me to get on your knees and suck your dick, bro? Is that what you want? Like, listen, if that's what your fantasy is, bro, just tell me. A lot of guys want me to do that, bro. If you want me to blow you, just fucking say it. But I'm not going to. So too bad. I agree. I'm having a good time, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck, this guy. But you know what, bro? Thanks, you gave me material. All right, Ham Breeze Jeremiah. Thank you for telling me about the Latin fan base. All I had to do was look up a video on YouTube and told us everything I need to know. Well, there's good and there's bad, bro. The Latin Dragon Ball fan base can be really cringe or really awesome, right? Cringe because their memes are weird. Like, they have this weird fetish about, like, Goku cheating on Chi-Chi. I'm telling you, bro, it's weird, right? But they also are very knowledgeable. So you're getting a little bit of both, bro. Thank you, my brother. I love you. And I promise you it'll be worth it when we go over there. I promise you. This is true. Dragon Ball is Mexico's religion. Anyways, y'all, let's watch some Toriyama shit. Let's watch some Toriyama shit, right? Let's watch some. Let's get to it, bro. I'm giving you a special treat today, folks. This is a special OVA that's 15 minutes long, aired once, no, I think it aired a couple times in Japan. Cashman, it's not Dragon Ball. Tony, thanks for the advice. You can leave now, okay? No one's forcing you to be here, brother. You can leave. You understand? You know that, right? Do you know what that X at the top of your screen does, bro? Do you know what that X does, bro? Do you know what that X does, bro? Tell you what, click it and let's find out. Anyways, enough of the Pussy Brigade. Let's get to some good shit here. Let's watch Cashman. Don't worry, this is subtitled. And I can't show Dragon Ball because I'll get claimed, but this probably won't get claimed. This is VHS quality because there is no home release. This is very rare. This is so wacky. Are you not hearing anything? There's no sound? There's no sound? Okay, stand by, stand by. I'll fix it. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. Thank you for telling me. I really had no idea that there was no sound. Let me see if I can get that fixed, okay? Okay. I need you to let me know if there's, first of all, this is awesome. Can you hear this? Let me know real quick if you can hear it. Can you hear those sounds? Can you hear it? Let me know, please. You can? Okay. Guys, my bad. I forgot to turn the sound on. I apologize. I have to turn the sound off when I stream from my shit. So I'm going to hit play on this. So once again, this is the Cashman OVA. This is from 1997. This came out right around the time GT was ending. This is the Galactic Patrol that predates Jocko. This predates Jocko. Okay? Here we go. You can hear it, right? Good. Brother, I answered this already. Yes, this is an official release from Toei. It just never came out outside of Japan. They've never put this on DVD or anything, bro. So it's rare.
何やってんのよ。キャッシュマンの真似なんかしてっ
キャンブル。
キャッシュマンとあんたとでは月とすっぽん。ちょっとどうしたのこんなに。あんたまさか金庫強盗でもしたんだ。
私は警官だぞ。
あんたの給料でどうしてこんなに貯金ができるのよ。
それは。
さあ一緒についてってやるから自首しよう。
いや私は悪いことなんかしてない。
ねえジャパット、明日私の誕生日。
You can tell that this is the GT style of animation. Great. There's Jordan. Jordan, I'm already 2 minutes in. I asked you if you can join, if you wanted to join. I don't know if you saw my message. I'm stopping it because Jordan's in the chat and he has a sequel to this. You can tell it's the GT era, right? You don't speak for the community, bro. You speak for yourself, which is why you're out of here. You're gone, buddy. You don't speak for the community. You speak for yourself. The community is actually telling you you're wrong and you're not listening. So, shoo, 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 shoo. Bye. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Not really. Hold on. Jordan is actually replying back to me in the DM. I agree. I agree with you. People take shit so fucking seriously, bro. Like, holy shit, bro. Listen, real shit, like, y'all gotta lighten up a little bit, dude. Like, fucking, oh my God. Like, everything's offensive and everything's so serious. And oh my God. Oh my God. Woe is me. Oh God, everything's gotta be so damn serious. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, enjoy life. Enjoy. While we're here to celebrate Toriyama. Oh, stop being sarcastic. You need to be serious all the time. Like, fuck, dude. Listen, bro. Real shit. Real shit. Real shit. I have 700,000 subscribers, bro. If I had 780,000 pussies and 6,000 cool people, I'll take the 6,000. The rest can leave. Honestly, bro. Like, you just, fuck, bro. That type of whining, bro. Oh, no. If I send you an email, would it be okay if you send me a copy of the OVA? I might not need to send you an email, bro. I might not need to send you, or I'm sorry, you may not need to send me a video. So we'll talk later in the Discord because maybe I'll post it there because it's only 15 minutes. So Jordan said that he's going to be cooking, so I'm going to watch this on my own and then he might jump on. Let's get back to it. This is on some Goten shit, bro. Look at that house. Looks like Dragon Ball. That looks like a Dragon Ball house. Smart guy. Bro, those characters, Those of you who know, you know. Those characters are GT as fuck, bro. Toriyama draws women of all different hairs, bro. Blue, blonde. But I will say he does have a lot of blue-haired women. And it is not just in Dragon Ball, bro. There's a lot of blue-haired women all over his. If you look at like a lot of his work outside of Dragon Ball, yes, you're absolutely right. He definitely does that a lot. That's a racial slur. Griffin, I can't play that on this stream, bro. I can't do that. Okay, so I want to clarify something for you guys. The Universe Police was the early version of the Galactic Patrol. The Galactic Patrol is Ginga Patrolu, right? The Universal Police. Ooh, that's a block and a half, bro. Hang on, I have to go to Twitter and block someone. Those of you on YouTube don't see it, but I see it. Hold on a minute. Ah, yes, here you are. And look, I'm just going to call this guy out. So, like, this type of shit, bro, like, look, listen. The fact that you have to go after a dead man, listen. The fact that you have to say this about a dead man, bro, your desire for attention, dude, I genuinely feel sorry for you. Like, I genuinely, like, the fact that you're, like, that you're this desperate for attention, like, the fact that you're that desperate for attention, bro, that, like, think about what you're doing. You're doing 8th grade edgelord humor on a Toriyama tribute stream, and you and your friends are probably laughing about it in your fucking pussy-ass Discord with your pussy-ass fucking friends. I know how you guys are. I know how people on the internet are, bro. We said something mean about Toriyama on his birthday. Aren't we cool? Yeah, bro, you're a cool guy, bro. Listen, you're a real winner. You're a real winner, yeah. You are a real winner. What's up, man? Hope that you've been well lately. Happy birthday to Legend Toriyama. May he continue to rest up. For sure, for sure, for sure. And Most Cobra, I will send you an email. Oh yeah, I answered that already. They need to animate Jaco. It makes me mad they haven't. Well, especially since they animated this. Because, man, these guys that do that, they just want attention, bro. Like, people on the internet are so desperate for attention, dude, that they'll do anything for it. Like, when you're that, like, listen, when you're that sad and that in need for attention that you do stuff like that, you realize that all that does is let the world know you're a loser, because winners don't do that kind of shit. Like, winners don't have to go on the internet to get attention. And look at me, I'm gonna be a dick because I think it's funny. And oh look, I'm controversial. Ooh, I'm controversial. Wow, I say edgy stuff. Like, yeah, great, bro. Good for you. You want a cracker? Shit. Let's continue.
なぜこの地球にそうか奴らもドルコンを狙ったんだなよし相手は銀行だバイト料たっぷり請求できるぞ変身だショータイム
Hell yeah!
戦士キャッシュマン 私があいつらを通してドルコーンをいや金を
This needed its own full anime.
本当ですか。お願いします。
Yes.
そこで料金ですけど、相手が宇宙モンスターなんでスペシャル料金ということで、200万円ぐらい。200万？いえ、150、いや123でも。取り返してくださったら金半分差し上げます。
He's a good negotiator.
半分。はい。量の半分もらえたら宇宙船のエネルギーが満タンになるどころか、星のみんなにも土産を買って帰ることもできるぞ。
Sort of, yeah. Cobra.
成敗してくれる。お前は
キャッシュマンだわ。かっこいい。
シオラ、死んだのではなかったのか。
撃ち落としたはずなのに。
確かにお前らを追って銀河系の外れまで来て宇宙艇の燃料抽出をやられた。だが運よくこの星に不時着したんだ。空中戦では不可抗力だが地上ではそうはいかんぞ。それはどうかな。
He's so quick.
おめで兄貴。やるわよくも。いった冗談にしてやる。おとなしく観念しろ。
キャッシュマン素敵。
おっとジオラ、
こいつの命が惜しかったら下がれんだ。
相変わらず卑怯な奴らだ。
キャッシュマン。
どうしてよくやったずらかるぞ。
へえ。
てめえ一歩でも動いてみろ。この女の命はねえぞ。
That ship is cool as fuck, bro. He can't drive worth a shit.
兄貴、ドルコンを燃料変換器にバンバンぶち込んでください。もっとパワーアップしますぜ。
よっしゃ。
やだ、信じらんない。なんでもったいないことすんのよ。
まだ重量オーバーだな。この馬も色なしだ。放り出せ。
やお願いやめて。
He just chucked her out. Obviously the money. She's so loud.
もう一度落ちるかい。
That's the right thing to say, bro.
ドルコを捨てるな。私のバイト料が減ってしまうんじゃないか。よし、もうこれくらいでいいだろう。サンブル、この操縦桿をこのまま動かさずに言いついてくれ。
キャッシュマンが手を握ってくれそう。
やめろ。上昇しろ。上昇だ。
Something you have to remember about Akira Toriyama's works, right, is that everyone... Child's Play fan. It came out in 1997. 1997. I said after Dragon Ball. 1997. The thing that you have to remember about all these Toriyama works is that every character is an idiot. I've said this before. If you watch Dr. Slump, if you watch Go Akman, which I can't stream for you on here because it's very offensive. That is offensive, let me tell you. That is offensive. Any of Toriyama's works, Dr. Slump, everyone's a moron. Everyone's dumb. That's just the way he writes them. Which is why if people read more and saw more of Toriyama's other works, then they would understand that he's a comedian. He's a comedian. All Toriyama, listen, 99% of Toriyama's work, bro, right, is comedy. Dragon Ball is also kind of a comedy, not entirely, you know, somewhat. Oh, the V-Jump manga. I thought you were talking about this, bro. You said this came out in 19. I thought you were talking about this. Yeah. Actually, okay, Mecha, that one's kind of borderline. That one's not going to work nowadays, right? Nothing Toriyama ever did is serious. In fact, here's something, again, you guys, remember, according to Toby or whatever that guy's name is, I'm mean to everyone, right? Look what Clip says right here. More like they're in service of the comedy more than making him serious and grim like the dub likes. Exactly. He's correct. Clips is 100% correct. He's 100% correct, bro. 100. In fact, you're 200% correct. You can't take Toriyama stuff too seriously. That's why Daima had so many gags, bro. Like, he's not really a dark writer, even though he's written dark. He has written dark. He's not really a dark writer. Sandland should have been more than one season. Well, it already was more because Sandland was a movie first, and then Toriyama wrote an extra, like, arc for the anime, and that was it. So, like, it couldn't have been more than one season because Toriyama had only written one extra arc, and that's it. It wasn't meant to be longer, you know? Now, if you're saying they should bring it back now, that's a different story. Yash says, his dark stuff is usually coated by heavy dark humor. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. And I don't know if it's Christ Jones or Chris T. Jones, because you might be naming yourself after Jesus Christ or just Chris. I don't know, bro. But how about this? Mr. Jones says, I like the Namek Saga. I find them to be more serious than others. Well, the Frieza Saga and the Cell Saga are two of the darkest stories, and the Piccolo arc. Like, Toriyama's darkness is like Piccolo, Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, and then he goes back to being lighthearted. But if you read his other works like Dr. Slump or Cashman, anything that's not Dragon Ball, it's very rarely dark. You understand what I'm saying? And even then, there's still some humor. Fix the ship.
私のドルコンをばらまきやがって絶対に許さんぞ。礼をして振り落とせ。正義の味方はその程度のことでは振り落とされんぞ。キャッチマン。無駄な抵抗はやめろ。お前こそやめろ。
Fuck yeah! That's a badass move. Reverse Hurricane Rana.
せっかくだからいただくぜ。
やったね。怒ってる。天候 FX 起動小型宇宙船キャッチ標準テストオン。
シャンブル。やめろシャンブル。ドルコーンが。何？
Poor guy.
あらやだ、どうしましょう。
ドルコーンが。
無事だったのね。よかった。
Look at the look on his face.
無事で。でも
He's not happy.
あの宇宙モンスターとかいう化け物たち。キャッシュマン、地上に戻ったらみんなに私がやっつけたって絶対言う。
Please throw her off the ship.
なんだから
この女、疫病神だ。バイト料がパーになってしまった。
何どうしたの？
燃料切れだ。シャンブル、ネックレスとイヤリングをよこすんだ。
いやよ。
この宇宙艇の燃料は金なんだ。いいから早くしろ。小さいのか。
返してよ。
That's all it took.
「いつになったら惑星ビレテジオンに帰れるんだろう。
はーい、チャパットあのね、チャパット、またおねだりしちゃっていいかしら。金のネックレスなんだけど。
はい。
うわー、通帳くれるの？嬉しい。何よこれ。チャパット、ちょっとあのお金どうしたのよ。ほら、どこへ。
Fucking gold digger.
貯金残高ゼロ。惑星ビレテジオンに帰れるのはいつの日か。頑張れチャパット、戦えキャッシュマン。
This should have been a whole show, bro. This should have been a whole ass show, bro. Because there's more stories. By the way, the guy who voices Cashman also voices Beerus in Dragon Ball. I don't know if we went over that. Same voice actor. So he was here before he was even doing Dragon Ball. Yeah, this is only 15 minutes. Yeah, man. Cashman. If only we had more of that, bro. I need a Cashman figure. They're probably out there. They are probably out there, bro. Cashman should wear the Goten should wear the Cashman suit. Well, Cashman in his human form looks kind of like Goten from GT. So yeah, I wanted to show that on here just to give you a little sample of like some non-Dragon Ball Toriyama stuff. Because like I said, I'm sure most of y'all never saw that before. It's only 15 minutes. It's not long. And it's an OVA that came out back in like 1997, and it was just meant to be like a little thing, and that's it. I wish they would have done a full series or at least a movie. Like I would like it if we saw like a full movie. Maybe not like an OVA like that, like a full like hour and 15-minute movie with all the Galactic Patrol guys like Cashman, Jiraiya, all of them. Or Gia. It's Gia. I always say Jiraiya. Gia. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. That would be great. But yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah, we'll I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point. Apparently there's this Cashman OVA on YouTube. It's 15 minutes long. Come close. Come close. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. What do you think we just watched? By the way, guys, I want to warn you, if you're going to come on my streams, you ready for this? I tend to get sarcastic. In fact, I better make sure that there's a banner. Let me create a banner. Hold on a minute. Hold on, because guys, I gotta make sure we have this up, yo. I gotta make sure we have this up. Okay, guys. I gotta make sure that people coming in are ready, bro. Danger, danger. Danny can get sarcastic. Danger, danger. Please cover your ears, guys. I might be sarcastic a little bit. Careful. Careful now. Careful. Careful. Please shield your virginal ears. Well, brother, it is from a rare source. No, you don't have to say sorry. I was fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, bro. Listen, look what it says down here. Danger, danger, and they can get sarcastic. Instead of taking personal when I fuck with you, just know that I'm fucking with you. If you want me... No, John Myers, don't pick on him. Listen, here's the thing. People always say, I want YouTubers to treat me like a friend. I'm treating you like I treat my friends. I'm very sarcastic to my friends. That's just who I am. So you don't have to say sorry. I like to fuck with people. Do I go too far? No, I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to really insult you. I'm not going to go personal. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say mean things about your family or something like that. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to fuck with you a little bit. I can't do that. I mean, it's, I do that to fuck, bro. I treat the people on the streams like I would my friends. I don't talk to my friends any different than I do you. I don't think it makes me a bad person. Dude, listen, when I was in high school Everybody had a nickname. And let me tell you, these nicknames were not flattering. Everyone had a nickname. I had a buddy of mine named Crotch Funk. That was his nickname. Crotch Funk. So, they're not always good, bro. There was a girl, listen, bro. There was a girl in high school whose name was Mary, and we called her Harry Mary. Now that's mean. That's mean, brother. That you think I'm mean? I didn't even come up with that name. That was somebody else. See, this is okay. I want to say this about Junior. He says Draven couldn't handle 10 minutes of the stream. Guys, so I did a KLB stream with one of my real life friends. No, listen to me. Bro, I got you. In fact, I'm going to tell you where to get it in just a minute. Oh, here we go. I'm so glad you asked this question, bro. Why didn't Peter Kalamis go to the first Kamehacon? So let me guess. You heard that on the internet, right? You did, didn't you? Okay. Let me show you something. Can I show you? What's going on here, bro? Who's that guy there on the left there? Who's this guy right here on the left? Who is that guy, bro? Who's that guy right there, bro? And what is that logo back there, bro? Time out. What is that logo back there, dude? You don't say. Is that Peter Kalamis at Kamehacon? Oh no! Oh wait, guys, I'm being too sarcastic. I gotta stop, right? Can't be too sarcastic. It might bother some people. It might bug people. It might bug people if I'm too sarcastic. It might bother them. I gotta be nice. I gotta be nice to them. I gotta be nice and suck your dick. Please, guys, please be nice to me. Please. I'm gonna be like every other YouTuber, bro. Oh, guys, life sucks. All right. Majin Fang. Sarcasm is part of the geekdom experience. Anyone who takes it personally is to grow a pair. Toriyama would have appreciated you for the integrity of your content and quirky humor. RIP to the GOAT. Thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. And it means a lot to me, seriously. It means a lot to me. I'm not even kidding. It means a lot to me. Listen, if I come on this stream, bro, I'm just going to be me. I'm not going to be anybody else. If you're looking for a YouTuber who's going to... I'm not going to be that guy, bro. I'm not going to be the ass-kissing fake YouTuber. There are a lot of those out there. Listen, I say it all the time in my videos. Take care of yourself and each other, and thank you for changing my life. That means a lot to me. My supporters mean a lot to me. Listen to me. People who have supported me for years mean a lot to me. You really do. But that doesn't mean I'm going to change, and that doesn't mean I'm going to pretend to be somebody who I'm not, bro. Because there's a lot of guys on this platform, dude, that are so-called nice guys, right? That are nice guys that are complete fucking douchebags behind the scenes. The guys who, oh no, YouTube is so hard. Oh, those guys, bro, those nice guys, they're so nice, aren't they? With their nice soft voices. But they'll be the first ones to stick you right in the back, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's happening. My generation that bumps a bunch of wimps. I don't know what your generation is, bro. I actually don't know what your generation is. I don't know how old you are. I don't think you ever told me. Tell me later. I just joined the stream. What'd I miss? Oh boy, we've had one hell of a stream, let me tell you. By the way, Talon, I want to warn you. I can be a little sarcastic, okay? I can be a little sarcastic. Just making sure you know that. Be careful. I can get sarcastic. Excuse me. Let me look at... Okay, Jordan, are you saying... Hold on. I can't put... Hold on. It's not subbed. It's not subbed, though. Hold on. I have that. Jordan, I have that Abale OVA, but I don't think it's subbed, is it? Yeah, it's not subbed. That one's not subbed, so I don't know if people would want to see that. Wait, Jordan, are you saying you want me to bring you on first? Hold on, let me just bring Jordan on. Because he's a Toriyama historian, right? Here, bro, just come on first. Just come on. Just come on. I'm bringing Jordan on, then I'm going to bring some of you guys on. Waffle Stomper! I get that reference. Bro, you popped me with Waffle Stomper, bro. Have you guys ever seen the 1987 Ninja Turtles show when Raphael goes, "You better hurry, because we're going to get sarcastic"? My favorite is Die Ranger. I liked Kaku Ranger. I liked Go-Go 5, and I liked Time Ranger. I did not like O Ranger. Mega Ranger's good, so is Ginga Man. Most of them that I've seen are pretty good, honestly. Like, I had fun with them. If you're going to watch Time Ranger, though, make sure you watch all the way to the end, because, bro, that ending is going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you, bro. You know what? This is a good question. This is actually a good question. Why is he not there? Maybe he got tired of me picking on him in all my streams. See, believe it or not, even though Trenton broke my mic and actually drove me up a wall one day, I actually have more respect for him because he put up with my bullshit and is still here. See, I respect that over geekdom. You know you're a little too sarcastic, right? Let me just change who I am just for you. That's not happening, bro. I'm not changing who I am. Jordan, don't I mistreat you all the time, bro? Don't I treat you like complete shit 24 hours a day?
Man, you give me the big brother treatment constantly. All the time.
Even though you're not that much younger than me, but whatever. Okay. So, I don't know. Trenton did not ask to see my house. What happened was Trenton hopped in on a Mongolian and he made a point, and I pointed out that he was wrong. Me and Jordan did, and he kept arguing with me, and then he stopped. So, anyways, it doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Google Drive actually has an auto translation feature, and it's actually not that bad.
Well, I wanted to download it though.
I mean, we can watch it without the dialogue just to see Toriyama's modern art being adapted into animation, because it is the only OVA that has his modern art style adapted into animation. So it still, I think, would be worth watching. It's not even that long. It's just, it's just the only time we'll ever get to see Toriyama's modern style in animation. So,
well, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's not like I really mind doing it. It's just a matter of, You know
Yeah,
what?
not a lot
Let's
of
try
people
it.
have seen it. You know, it's a not a lot of people have seen it.
Yes, this arguing despite proof. That's what happened with Trenton. What did you cook tonight?
Oh, I just made cheeseburgers and fries, bro.
By the way, bro, just so you know, this guy Junior flirts with every single one of my guests. He flirted with Heesh. He flirts with Draven. I think he wants to fuck
Sometimes
you
I make
guys.
some awesome, like I cook some crazy stuff sometimes, but today I just made something real straightforward.
I think he wants to fuck you though. Just keeping it real. I think he might.
A lot of
wanna
people
fuck
do,
you.
so that's whatever.
I know. I can relate. I can relate. I mean, did you see the guy earlier? He wanted me to give him a blowjob. Fuck being myself. I have to give that guy a blowjob. Okay. I'm going to put this on for the people. This is a Jordan request, all right? There we go.
Yes.
I wanted to put your face above.
And since you guys just watched the Cashman, now you kind of see why I made Cashman like the villain in my story because he's not necessarily like straightforwardly a good guy. So like the manga that I did take on you can read for free on Twitter right now at the top of my profile.
Bro, hold on. It's not that. No, hold on. It's not that he wants to fuck me. He wants to fuck my guests, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Oh, time out. Yes, there is an echo when Jordan talks. That's because I'm sharing audio. If I don't have it set like that, guys, you won't be able to hear this. So I'm just gonna go ahead.
I'll hold back while it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, Heesh, bro. You know what, bro? Heesh, fucking this guy Junior hit on you too, bro, last week. Hey, Heesh, can I stroke your beard? That's a nice beard you got there. Like, oh my God. All right. This is only 5 minutes, guys. It's a tribute to Akira Toriyama. Yes, rest in peace, Toriyama and Chester Bennington. When Chester died, I was like shocked. Like at that point, I wasn't big into Linkin Park, even though I was when I was younger. But that was like a shocker. Yeah, man. Last week, he wants to cuddle with you, bro. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get to this. It's only 5 minutes. I just want to quickly explain to you guys, just really quickly, right, about what's going on here so that you have a bit more context. Dr. Mashirito is the evil scientist. He was in that Dragon Ball Super episode, and he creates androids. What a concept! A mad scientist that makes androids. Where have I heard that before?
And that's actually Dr. Mashirito Jr.
Yes, this is so. Do you want to tell them what this is before we even continue? Like what this actually is to give them more context?
Well, I mean, you gave him quite a bit of context. It is
no. I mean, what this whole special is, because there's a story behind this.
Yes. It's Dr. Mashirito Jr. He finally gets there is a lot of different versions of androids that are made in the past in Dr. Slump that Arale just continuously destroys. That's not what I meant. I meant this entire special, like the entire. You go ahead.
No, I was asking you. Introduce it for the people, bro. Like, what's the history behind it?
So this is essentially this is something that they cross promoted with a manga that Akira Toriyama did called Abale.
I thought Abale was Takao Koyama and Nakatsuru.
No.
Okay, well, go ahead. Doesn't matter.
So this was a cross promotion that Akira Toriyama did with Nakasuru, in terms of the anime. Nakasuru did do the anime, but Toriyama did a manga, and then they came out with the anime like right almost at exactly the same time, and it was just to promote, Dr. Slump and essentially celebrate Dr. Slump, because it had been years and years and years since Toriyama.
Yes, this is way after Slump ended. This was after Dragon Ball. This was, what year was this? 2013, something like that? It was sometime in the 2000s.
I think it was 14 actually, but
yeah.
But they had promoted it, and they had cross promoted it in a way to where the anime and the manga would essentially come out at the same time. And
okay, 07.
And they were trying to do this in a way to where people would see the anime and then they would go read the manga.
Yeah,
right?
Which was the idea with anime to begin with in some ways.
Yeah. So it was a cross promotion that happened. But in terms of the story, I do think that's important too, because Abale is essentially the result of android after android after android after android being made and failing against Abale to the point that he's
Arale, you mean?
Yeah, Arale, to the point that he finally makes Abale.
Yeah.
So
Abale is like an evil Arale.
I wouldn't even necessarily call her evil.
No, I wouldn't either, but that's the
idea, though.
That's the idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Toriyama, bro, and there's never like any real evil in.
And it's funny because he finally makes this technology that can keep up with Arale, and then Abale just doesn't listen to a word he says and doesn't care anything about him because she's a bad girl and she doesn't care what her master has to say or what he wants her to do. So he put all this effort into making her, and then it just completely backfires. And that's essentially the story of Abale, is that he finally makes his masterpiece technology that he wanted all this time, and then it just completely backfires on him. And basically, it's just he just creates another Arale who's actually even more a pain in his ass than the original Arale, which is what makes it so funny. But yeah, it's a really good little short. It also shows the Tech-Techians, which are some of my favorite Toriyama edition characters. We're getting ready to see that. These characters, the Tech-Techians, they are reoccurring characters that you will see in multiple Toriyama works. He uses these characters more this species more than almost any other species in all of his works. So the Tech-Techians are also a really interesting subject. Tarble's wife is a Tech-Techian. He used that race.
That style, yeah.
Yeah, he used that race multiple times throughout all his different works. So he uses them in this short. And you'll notice that they have like a V. There's this and I use this in Keiko Daimon. There's this reoccurring V symbol that he uses with a lot of his villains and a lot of his characters. Even Neko Majin, there's this reoccurring V symbol that he gives them, and that means V jump. That's what that means.
Right.
So if you ever see the V symbol on any of these characters that Toriyama makes, he uses it a lot. It means V jump. That's actually what it means.
And Most Cobra says, is there a stop not away? Is there stop not away to watch all 243 episodes of Dr. Slump and subbed, or are they still translating it? They are still. Shit Eater is still translating it. So no, they're up to episode 184. So probably by the end of the year, we'll have the whole thing subbed. So that's something to look forward to by the end of the year. Let's get back to it now. Can you still hear it?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
なるほど。ではこの地球で一番強いのはそののり巻きあられってやつですね。
間違いねえぜ。あいつより強いやつはおらんて。全くです。
He's asking what the strongest thing on the planet is, and they're saying, because the subtitles are not 100% correct because they're AI subtitles. What is the strongest being on this planet? And the ass aliens are telling them it's a Rale Norimaki.
ところでそののり巻きあられをごまかしてこの宇宙船で遠い宇宙に連れ立ちてくれませんか。よかったら宇宙船はあなたたちにあげてもいいですよ。
何をやるに決まっとるだがや。早速あられを探しに行くぞ。できたぞキャラメル。
That's his Arale
このメガネをかけるんだ。
clone.
こんなダサいメガネかけられっかよ。
え？
ち、 まあいいか。
おお、いいぞ、悪そうだ。お前の名前は決めてやる。暴れだ。暴れちゃんだ。その名の通りうんと暴れてこい。まずは打倒のり巻きあられ、そして世界を蹂躙し、ドクターマシリトジュニア様を独裁者へと導くのだ。いや、
難しいこと言うな。ぶらついてくる。
ぶらついてくるってなんだ。
ワルは意味なくぶらつくんだよ。
あら、
She doesn't want to work for him. She wants to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, yeah.
Freedom.
どうだ、1億メートルの
There's the real
宇
Arale.
宙怪物見てやか。
見たい見たい見たい。
よし、ついてこい。
ワクワクワクワク。あや、これ乗ってくの？
さっさと乗ってちゃ。
どれくらい時間かかる？
そうだな、1億分ぐらいかな。大王様、1億1億ってバカっぽい単位ですよ。うるせえ。
司令官殿、邪魔者は片付きました。作戦開始です。
うわー、メガネっ子だ。
Okay, I have to explain this because most people in the chat are not going to get the jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. In Dr. Slump, there are two cops who every single episode and every single chapter, Arale either accidentally or in some way leads to them being injured, hospitalized, just their car gets destroyed. So every time they see the girl with the glasses, they fucking freak out. It's tough to play this for them because there is some context missing if they've never seen. But that's what I'm saying. Like I almost wish that we would have shown them more Slump first, but I can't because Toei will claim that.
I don't have time to do that. I was just going to listen. I got to laugh.
Yeah, this is 5 minutes, so let's complete it.
あ、にゃあられちゃん、なんだよその格好。
空豆太郎先生。おいそ。
He thinks it's Arale, or they do.
あられちゃんじゃない？じゃあ誰？
何してる暴れ。暴れまくって世界を恐怖に陥れるんだ。なんだこの音。
なんだあれ。
地球人に警告する。
Okay, I'm pausing it here because the AI subtitles are weird, right? I just want them to read this. I'm giving everybody a chance to read that. Let me actually get the comments off real quick. Actually, wait. We should be on this side. Yeah, here we go. That way. There we go. Now we can have everybody on. Yeah, no, that's the point, Hunter, is it's like an edgy Arale. That's what this is.
And she's got like a rock, but also like hip hop style.
Yeah, edgy teenager, you know. So these guys are basically making they're trying to threaten the earth. So what these guys are doing is they're trying to take to scare humans, right? Into basically into like a Raleigh coming out to save them. Be the hero. Yeah, subs are not good on this.
疑うどころか無視してますよあいつ。
飲めやがって。いいでちゅ。はい、最終兵器着地よ。はい。これから見せちめ。生物兵器チョキがあっという間に地球の4分の1を破壊してくれるな。
That's their big monster.
でかい声で難しいことを。
死ね、バカ。
バカって抜かしやがってな。何んでねえよ。
すいません、間違えました。へへ。
いいじゃん。頭は弱そうだけどちゃんと強いじゃないか。そのすごい力で暴れ回って世界中をむちゃくちゃに壊しちゃえ。
恐ろしいこと言うな。そんなの悪人じゃねえか。俺は悪なんだぜ。そんなことよりバイトさ。
バイト？それがどうした？
バイク買うんだよ。悪はやっぱりバイクで暴走。
Yeah, she wants a motorcycle because she's an edgy teenager.
ブンブンブン
Unlike Arale, who still kind of has the mind of a little girl.
こいつのせいだ。悪い奴の手本としてこんな本をインプットしたから。くそー、こんな本。
すごいすごい。カチンカチン。
本当にありましたね。1億メートルほどのうんち。あったり見えて。
次はワンピースだよ。ワクワクワクワク。
That's right. She promoted One Piece. I know some people might be shocked at that, but even though Twitter might tell you otherwise, trip out on this one, guys. One Piece fans and Dragon Ball fans in Japan actually get along. I know that may shock some of you on X. I'm just saying.
I gotta go.
Huh?
I said I wanted to hang out for a minute, but I gotta go.
You don't have any words to say about Toriyama?
I love the man. Rest in peace to the legend. I appreciate you, Danny, for this stream. It's awesome.
All right.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I have to go visit my grandfather. That's actually the reason I got to.
No, and I don't want to get into that. That's your personal life, but I understand. I know what's going on.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see you on Wednesday, though, right?
Yeah, I'll be here. Make sure you guys tune into the Mongolian and also
Wednesday.
check out Take Time On. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah. Take care. Anyways, there is Jordan. I'm not gonna get into it, bro, but he does have to see his grandfather. That's legit. You know. I'm just letting you guys know that. You know what I mean? Like, so Heesh wants to come into the call, and then I guess we'll take calls together, and then we'll be out of here. I'm only gonna be here for another like 30 or so more minutes. But the calls are gonna be, tell me what your introduction to Toriyama was and what his work has meant to you, whether it be Dragon Ball, whether it be Arale, it doesn't matter. Dragon Quest, he did the art for that. That's what I'm looking for. This I have to be out of here by 8 Eastern clips. So I can only go for like 30, 40 more minutes, man. Maybe like 45, but I'm not going to be on all night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's very kind of you, Xbox Gamer. Oh, I just noticed your name is the Xbox Gamer. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, okay? I appreciate you. Welcome back.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me.
Control yourself, Junior. Control yourself now. Control your bodily fluids.
Oh my god.
This guy, bro. All right. How much crack do you think Toriyama smoked when making Dr. Slump? Okay, I know you're joking, and I'm not gonna come down on you for that. There's no evidence that Toriyama did drugs. However,
maybe green substance.
Well, not in Japan. In Japan, that's a serious thing over there. But I don't blame you for saying that because Dr. Slump is wild, and I wish I could show you guys. You're going to have to watch the Twitch streams to get Slump. So what do you have to say about Toriyama, bro? Do you have any thoughts? His birthday was yesterday, but it was Easter, so I'm celebrating it today. Do you have any thoughts? And do you mind if I take calls?
I do not mind at all. First of all, I just want to say, dude, lots of people need to actually go ahead and read Dr. Slump. The fact is that if you really like Dragon Ball, Dr. Slump is one of those mangas where you can just, it's a whole vibe. It feels like you can really get the mindset of where Toriyama was coming from when he was originally writing the story of Dragon Ball when he first started out, because a lot of references carried over. It's almost like, and there's a reason why, you know, in a lot of the modern material, you still see a lot of references going back. I mean, the fact of the matter is that like Dr. Slump is already taking place in the same universe as Dragon Ball, seemingly, just from the simple fact that Goku literally ended up in that world, in not even just in the anime, in the manga, but also in the special movie that took place where Mercenary Tao ended up there instead of General Blue. And it's one of those things where it's such a good gate. Dragon Ball in and of itself is a good gateway to Dr. Slump, but also Dr. Slump is a great gateway to Dragon Ball. They kind of coincide with one another. And if you're really like a Toriyama fanboy, then it's definitely one of those things that is very recommended to go and watch. And even from a manga standpoint too, you can really see how Toriyama really one of the things about Toriyama is how well he does his paneling. You can really see how he refined his technique and how much he worked on that before, even getting into Dragon Ball. It's genuinely just like a genius thing, like how he goes about it. And yeah, dude, just more people need to watch Dr. Slump.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely I would say that it's not the same as Dragon Ball. Don't get it twisted, but it's if you like his comedy, bro, if you like his comedy, then there you go. Hold on a minute, bro. Hold on. What the fuck? Did I send the link already?
So what?
Oh, wait. Okay, Slick and Mean is there, but I didn't send him the link.
What? I didn't send him the link.
I didn't send him the link either. I was about to send it now. Okay, wait, we're gonna get to him in just a minute. First, let me address this.
Wait, is it the one in the description? Did you put the wrong link there?
Probably. I don't care.
Oh man.
Anyone seen Dragon Warrior? Yeah, brush. Dragon Quest. Toriyama did the designs for it. All right. E. Draven says Goku Black is future Goten. Can't prove me wrong. Well, I don't have to prove you wrong because the series proves you wrong, my friend. But thank you for the super chat. This is like the guy on Twitter who said when I was talking about Super Saiyan grade 2, he's like, I don't care what anybody says. This is Super Saiyan 2. I'm like, no, it's not. No, I don't care what the guidebooks, Toriyama, I don't care what they say. This is Super Saiyan 2.
They know. I think it's like you have been on YouTube for such a long time. People have already gotten a good idea of like what exactly makes you tick. Because
this is the guy on Twitter. No.
I know, but like
some of the guy on Twitter.
No, I know, but like some of these guys like who go out and respond to you on Twitter. Like it just happens a lot. I noticed there's particularly more people like the individuals that harp on you on Twitter or on YouTube than majority of like how other YouTubers deal with it. I think it's because what sets you apart in particular is the fact
you're saying they're trying to trigger me.
They're trying to trigger you. Yeah, you give them too much attention.
He was not trying to trigger me, but I'm telling you he's not trying to trigger me because he was arguing with other people, not just me. He was not trying to trigger me, bro. I can tell the difference. In fact, if you remember last week, that guy tried to trigger me and I called him out on it.
I wasn't talking about that guy. I was talking about a lot of people on there in general. But he could have been sincere. I'm not saying there isn't like the idea of like someone already like being silly about it. But
there's a lot of really dumb people, bro. That's the unfortunate truth. And I'll be honest, I'd rather like deal with people that were trying to trigger me because at least I know like they're fucking with me than somebody who's actually dumb. Let me bring Slick in. Did I look at this guy, bro? Did I put the link? Did I put the wrong link in there, bro?
You must have. I saw you put the link and I was like, oh, it's probably, let me hop in there. I suspected I'd be waiting a couple minutes before actually getting in the stream. So I just kind of got myself in there ahead of time.
Bro, you don't understand. I meant to put it in like in a minute and I accidentally put it in early, but that's okay. That's okay, bro.
Where did you put the link?
In the chat, but I just forgot that I meant to send it to you actually. Oh no, I did send it to you. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. We got somebody else waiting too, but Slick, bro. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let me make it clear for everybody.
Yep.
Is we're gonna take calls. They're gonna be quicker than normal. We're not gonna be on too long. Just give your Toriyama, whatever you want to say about the man. You can.
I mean, introduction was.
His Puerto Rican internet.
I think to him, it was the cut.
Bro, your Puerto Rican internet cut you out. I didn't hear nothing you said.
Oh fuck, Chicago shit. It was actually the Kai stuff on Nicktoons earlier on. It did make me go and to like a Barnes and Noble and read the manga. Like, I would actually constantly go every weekend to just read the manga because I couldn't buy shit because I was like 10 years old. So I was actually reading through.
Oh my
There he goes
god.
They got
again,
me to other
freezing,
shit,
bro.
too. Looking at
You keep freezing, brother.
looking at a. Oh no, is it that bad?
This
pretty
is you.
bad.
This is you right here. This is you right here. The other day I went, and then my mom took me to. That's you, bro.
Well, shit.
By the way, let me share something with the chat. If you really want to be a dick, next time you go to McDonald's, do this. Trust me, guys. Go to you're gonna really think.
Drive-through.
If you think that me being sarcastic is bad, this is what I'm telling my subscribers to do. Next time you go to McDonald's or KFC, be like, "Hello, yeah, I'd like to order a 6-piece." Keep doing that, bro. Oh, sorry, sir. Can we repeat your order? Yeah, I said I want to order with the
Did you get all that?
onion rings. Did you get all that, bro?
They probably walk out eventually, like poor
Bro,
Joe.
I have gotten so many people with that, bro. You think I'm a dick on streams, bro? You have no idea. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. If people try to trigger me, bro, I deserve it because I'm not a good person. But the difference between me and everybody else is I will tell you to your face I'm not a good person, whereas the rest of YouTube will play nice.
The stories speak for you, brother. I still remember we did.
No,
bro.
you're gonna embarrass me
Not
now
for
big
one night
time.
only.
Don't
Not for one night only. That's the only one I'm gonna say.
Oh, that I thought you were gonna say the FF because you can't
No.
say that one.
No. No. Yeah, I think checking stuff on Nicktoons and then eventually reading the manga. Something recently I'm trying to get my hands on is actually Pink. Like I did see the design for her. She's a pretty cool character.
I've got the manga, but not the anime, and there is an anime movie.
There is. It's 30 minutes long. I do have a link for it, so I'll probably watch it. I think it's easier to do that than get my hands on like the manga. I'm sure it's online somewhere, but I definitely want to look through that. I know that Viz released the like Toriyama theaters, a couple of them now, so there's some stuff on there too that I can probably check out in time. But yeah, I mean, I gotta credit him for inspiring a lot of series I watch now. One Piece, Bleach, or some examples. Hiroko Araki with a lot of his designs. I mean, watch Part 4. A lot of the designs in that particular part are directly inspired by Dragon Ball designs.
JoJo Part 4.
JoJo's Part 4. So
isn't there a new JoJo on Netflix now? Like I saw
Part
somebody
7 with the very
and they screwed
wonky
it up.
release.
Somebody was talking shit about that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they only put out one episode, and people were expecting them to put the episode next week. Now we just don't know when the series
late this year. It's supposed to be late this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be late this year. I don't know
2026.
why you put out one episode and then just like leave the entire fandom hanging like that.
Wait. So they put out one episode, but it's not weekly. You have to wait till the end of the year to get the rest.
Yes, which
Yeah,
is bullshit.
yeah,
but it is a
it's dumb.
40-something minute episode.
That's
though.
almost
I'll
as
give them
bad as
that.
Dragon Ball Unseen. Holy shit. We're still waiting for that.
Oh my god.
Which was great, honestly. You know what? I think with just the one, we could, it'll be something that the people that
I'm still
were
waiting
there
for that
will
to
know
come
about.
back, bro. We need
Maybe someday. Maybe
someday.
someday, bro.
Back
But
for one night only, like ECW.
yeah, one night stand, bro. A one night stand. But yeah, y'all, you should thank you, Mystic Bulbasaur, for the gifted subs. I gifted memberships. I'm moving to Patreon soon, but that's okay.
I mean,
that's
to be fair, I don't even know if you can move to like do gifted memberships on Patreon. Can you?
That's the thing. I don't know either. You might not be able to. I'm still going to keep memberships open here, but they're going to be less expensive, but you're not going to get Discord or any of that. Everybody's going to get moved over to Patreon. That's going to take a little bit of time. I'm doing the work.
DM6. Oh my god, bro! I was just thinking about the thing is that thought of doing that first episode of Dragon Ball Unseen in stop motion did actually come to my mind.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about doing an episode in stop motion.
Yeah, but I'm specifically talking about readapting episode 1 into stop motion. I actually have everything for that. The only thing I'm missing is actually a King Cold figure, like with that fan transformation. If I had that, even if the transformation looks a little bit different, I'd have everything to be able to recreate that story.
Yeah. the idea that we had, or that we talked about, whatever, was that we were going to try different experimental styles with each episode. And like one was going to be stop motion, one was going to be, I don't know if we could do claymation. That might be impossible, but different styles. We're going to use the Dokkan battle back and forth talking gimmick, like
We
all
kind of did
types
that already.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, like there were a lot of different like ideas that maybe we'll revisit it someday. I don't think that's a forever thing.
A radio show. I don't know about that, Junior. That.
And Most Cobra, are you still going to stream Raw on Discord? Yes, I will. I don't know why bro, you can ask me this in the Discord. Thanks for the $5. I love when people donate when they don't have to. All right, and this guy says, you said Futures Zamasu was created by Beerus. That's not what I said, bro. You're taking my words out of context, bro. That's not exactly what I said. I said that when Beerus Hakkai'd Zamasu, it created a time loop. I said that, brother, I said that in 2017, bro. What's next, bro? That I lied about Super? Is that the next one you're gonna bring up? Because I'm waiting for it. I'm sure that's gonna be the next one, bro. What's next, bro? Let me guess. I said Broly was never coming back in 2015, and I was wrong about that one too, right?
I think I was wrong about that one.
You know what? Actually, Dragon Ball is one of the only things where I've seen this, like, where, you know, there's the time loop that's explained in Super. The time loop gets broken, but it still works because it's broken because of the fact that Zamasu, like, has that time ring. It protects him from the effects of whatever happened in the past.
That's exactly what I said. So there it is. Yes. See, he did it.
He came in.
Fantastic.
The problem is he didn't donate when he said that. That's the only problem. You should have donated. You should have dropped the dono, bro. But anyways, so you said you started with Kai on Nicktoons. Actually, Heish's story is not that different. Not because of the Kai on Nicktoons, but Heish, you could tell him, bro, because it's your life. You read the manga first. You read the manga first, like didn't your mom like rent chapters from the library or something like that?
Yeah, so what happened was I was heavily addicted into reading the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. It was way better than the anime, and I felt like it was just a much easier outlet of being able to experience stuff, because there was all, you know, with any other show it's difficult, you know, you have to, like, for when I was watching shows back in the day, you got to wait till the next episode airs on what was it, 4Kids at the time, or CW or whatnot. So I was really getting into reading the manga. I just like having the whole story there. But problem is that when I ran out of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff to read, I started rereading the manga, and so my mom was like, "No, we got to get you something new." So she picks up Dragon Ball Z, not knowing it was like, which is the sequel in Viz. I know. Right. There is no Dragon Ball Z manga.
No. But we're talking about years ago, before we knew any better. You weren't even on the internet back then. You were a kid.
Yeah, well, I had some access to the internet.
You had like the email, right? Like the most basic, yeah.
So I get into like Dragon Ball Z, you know, obviously it wasn't like, you know, which is funny, because it was, I can tell somewhat that this was like not like the beginning of the story.
It was way later.
Yeah, but like I was still invested into it. Like the whole like seeing Goku just like die from the very beginning, even if you're not coming from like, you know, the perspective of you know, Dragon Ball, seeing something like that happen as your experience getting into the show, it hooks you in, especially when you're having like, you know, big pages and whatnot. Actually, there was a little bit more to it than that, now that I think about it, because I think that wasn't just my first time reading Dragon Ball. There was this one promotion volume piece that someone put out where it had like chapters from like all of these different mangas. One was like Beyblade, other was like Shaman King or something. Dragon Ball was involved in there. It was all sorts of different things. But anyways, yeah. So I get into Dragon Ball from there, and at that point, I just need to read the next chapter. I need to read the next chapter, and it was just smooth sailing from there. Eventually, I end up like going and watching, you know, certain episodes of the dub. I don't think I actually did a full watch of the dub. Back then, I was watching the dub through DVDs and VHS tapes. So it was was like, and honestly,
there's the tape.
Now the thing is that I don't know why. I think when it comes to an episodic thing, because I was still a kid, I didn't really understand the whole, oh, this is like different because it's because it's new. Whenever I saw something that was different from how they did it specifically in the manga, one of the things that I was thinking it's like, oh, this must be the writer's new thing. I didn't know any better, right? So I thought that to a specific degree in how they were trying to marketize the show, that they were making all of these changes like in a way to like cater to like a new, which I mean they were, but it wasn't obviously Toriyama behind all of these different changes. But regardless of how that happened, I was a dubby for a little bit, and that was just my only way of watching the show. Eventually, when I got into middle school, though, there was this website called gbz.tv. I'm sure a lot of people, if you were around at the time, you know about that. They had the whole series on there.
dbd.tv.
dbz.tv.
That sounds familiar, yeah. But they weren't. It wasn't good quality, right?
I don't remember the quality, but I mean, I was watching them on CRT monitors. Like that's what we had at school at the time,
yeah.
you know. So
Of course, it's all we had back then.
So, of course, I'm not gonna be. I think that's how I watched DT as well. Oh, but oh my god, I remember there was this one instance where I'm actually like, we're in the library, right? And we had free time, so they were just like letting us do whatever we want. I remember watching an episode of GT on there. And I was getting so embarrassed seeing the Power Brothers like doing all the dances, because I'm just like wondering, people like they're already judging me for like watching anime, because like I'm unapologetically that. But if they see me watching this shit with the dances, I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like kind of just like, as I'm watching this shit, I'm just kind of like looking around like, oh god,
Right.
please don't. This shit is so cringe. Please don't watch like see me watching this.
Mm-hmm. It's
And,
not what it is now, where like a lot of people do it. Like back then, it was still like a thing that you get made fun of for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to a specific degree,
To
it
a
was
degree.
bad.
See, it's weird because when I was in high school, like, yeah, you sort of got made fun of, but Dragon Ball had so many fans that it's like, and it's weird because I went to a high school in the hood. Like, my high school was like 70% Hispanic, 30%, like 25% black, 5% white. It was right in the hood. Like, we were
Civil
right
War.
in there. No, it was not. Well, the civil. Okay, that's an actual story. That's. I
So
can't
we'll save it. I know.
I can't tell that story.
But I thought about it, so I had to let you know that I thought about it. That's the only reason I said it.
But let me quiz you. Do you remember how that war started? Do you remember the name of the Spanish kid with the book?
Okay, no, I do. I don't actually. I do know. I don't know about how it started. I don't, because that was so a while ago. You told that story, but I do remember.
This
your
guy
good
remembers
aim.
all my high school stories, bro.
I do remember your good aim with a particular water balloon. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a different story, though.
Really?
That's a different story. No.
I thought that was a strike during the Civil War.
No, you're getting two stories mixed up,
Okay.
bro. Nobody has any idea what we're talking about. So
I
the
don't.
civil,
I'm lost.
no, he's talking. It's a story that I told on the Discord or on KLB or something. When I was in high school in 9th grade, there was an actual battle. Like this was a real gang fight between the blacks and the Hispanics. This really happened in 9th grade. There was this, it all started over this kid named Reggie and this kid named Lázaro, right? And it was over a girl. They got into it. Reggie threw a book at Lázaro, or maybe it was the other way around. This led to a fight outside the school with the buses, right? This happened. This is a real, the reason why I always say this is a true story is because this really happened. Like, it's hard to believe. So there was a multi-person fight. It was like 5 Hispanics and like 7 or 8 black dudes, and they're fighting in the back of the school where the buses are at. And I mean, this is like something out of a movie, bro. The cops are called. Like, a bunch of shit went down, right? So the next day, I got kids coming up to me like, yo, man, don't tell anybody you're Hispanic. Why? Cause, bro, like, this shit's real serious now. Like, they're gonna go fight again. This is some personal shit. And if they find out you're Hispanic, they might whoop your ass. And I was like, fuck that, bro. I'm not gonna lie about who I am. Like, I'm not involved in this fucking shit. Like, what am I gonna say? I'm white? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
no, like I'm gonna say I'm Hispanic, and ultimately it never really went anywhere. Like they did. Oh, and here's the funny part too: the girl that they were fighting over was Asian. So we got all kinds of freaking different ethnicities mixed up. Okay, yeah, that was 9th grade.
Okay.
The water balloon was 12th grade. 12th
Okay.
grade. Yeah, that was a whole other story. So, yes, this actually happened. There was I can't even believe it because I'm on the bus, right? And all of a sudden the bus starts shaking, and I hear screaming and like yelling, and I'm like, what? Everybody's like, what the hell's going on? And the fight was because the way it was set up is behind the school you had this line of buses, right? It was like 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and then behind that you had that's where it happened. And my friend Anthony Casas flipped the guy onto the fucking stop sign. I know I told that story because I put him over for that. He took a dude, I seen him do it, and he picked it up like Broly, like Goku picked up Broly in Super Broly and flung him over his shoulder into a stop sign.
Oh my god.
That happened, bro. No, this was serious shit. And I remember there was a kid named Sergio. And he was also in that. Like, dude, that was the craziest shit. Like, that was a crazy story. The water balloon was different, bro. I don't know if I want to tell that one on the air.
No. I wasn't sure if they were connected at all.
No, but remember, I'm not the one that threw it, bro. Latino Heat threw it and then he brought the gun to school.
Because he was scared, which is ridiculous.
He was scared the Puerto Ricans were gonna kill him, bro.
I mean, shit, Puerto Ricans back then. I mean, I don't blame you. Puerto Ricans now.
No, dude, this is the thing is just the fact that I already said he brought a gun to school. People are already gonna be like, "What is he talking about?" Like they all want to hear the story, bro.
I know.
I'll tell it. Maybe I'll tell it someday in a different stream.
I don't know, maybe in the KLB or something. But so our stories are similar though, because going back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah, I got to get Vortex on next. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, no problem.
Really quick, so. For me, believe it or not, actually, after starting the manga, I don't think I watched the show until much later down the line. I want to say years passed before I went back and visited it, because at that point I had already gotten used to reading it, and actually to this day I read mangas before I watch the anime. It's just kind of how I do it now, out of preference, unless I just don't have the means of going to read it. But I picked up on a lot of the changes, like in the dub. So like that whole connection to certain lines in the dub never really hit me. There were some things where I was like, oh, that's, some lines were cool, but it would bother me that it was different from what it was because I would look forward to hearing certain things and how they sounded, right? Because for me, when you're reading something with no context as to how a character,
oh my god, it's happening again.
Voice, you give them a voice. So I have certain voices for certain characters, right? And when I hear them, I'm like, wow, it's not at all what I thought they sounded like. You know what I mean? I'm cutting out again.
Next time you guys go to KFC, bro, yeah, I'll take a chicken and then
it's only when I'm
with a large.
You know what's funny? It's funny you mentioned that. One
Did
of
you
the
get
ways
that?
the voice for Cell in particular, I remember sounding very different, especially in his perfect form. I don't know why, but for some reason when I saw Cell in his perfect form, I thought he sounded like a woman.
I gave him
like a very
Cell?
light voice. Yeah, I don't understand.
I never pictured that.
I don't know if it's because of the way that Toriyama specifically drew Cell, but like even if it just like there was like those facials, but there was other moments where it's like I think is when Cell just like looked really scared. It just gave me like very like I don't know. It just like I felt like I just imagined Cell having a very lighter voice.
I actually like the English dub, like I like Damian Clark's Cell, which is, oh my god, I thought Geekdom hated the dub. Well, not the actors, the script, and I like his Cell. Norio Wakamoto, I think, has better crash outs. Kusor, he's losing his damn mind. But I've always liked Damian Clark's Cell. I've always liked it.
The thing is that I think it's a decent topic of discussion. The fact that the dub made like two different voices for like three different separate voices for Cell, one for each of his forms.
The Japanese version did it a little bit more subtly. It was still the same sounding voice, but I agree that the dub made it like he sort of played it up to be more bug-like, and then "Oh, Vegeta, look out!" or whatever with
I feel like that was a product specifically of them, like not necessarily knowing everything about it, because it's like if it's not that character, the way you voice a character, that's kind of like improv voices that came right about. They didn't have the other episodes, so they just like they continued to dub it. They had like the script, but they didn't know how Cell was gonna look or be like moving forward. So when they had continued on with it, it was very like it was mostly improv. They were like, oh man, which ironically I think that going back, if they were to like redo it, even though they had an opportunity with Kai, knowing all of Cell's feedback and seeing the context of the Japanese dub, I think Cell should have just like one consistent voice. Even if I grow up with like, oh, I drink people.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I suck people.
Yeah. You want to see me drink this guy?
Yeah. No, man. All right, Slick. Well, thank you for stopping by, bro.
Yeah, cutting out, so it's a good time to head out before it gets worse. You know what I mean? I just
I'm
wanna
sure
make
it will.
Some of that got through.
I got some of your story. All right, man.
Right.
Take care.
Take care, Slick.
Take care now. Bye-bye then. Hold on. For those who want to get banned, just bring up 2019. You'll get banned. I would know. See, here's the thing. I should ban you, not because you brought it up, but because you think that I would ban you for it. I should ban you for thinking that I should ban you, but I'm not going to ban you. So
that's an oxymoron.
I know. He's very easy to confuse, and I'm sure he's confused right now.
I got you.
It's like telling Bon Jedi what's 5 + 5.
Give away your trick.
He'll be there an hour, bro.
There's another comment. Geekdom lied in 2019.
No, I know this guy's trying to trigger me though. Like it's
he's not. I think he's going with your bit.
No. But this is what I'm saying. Like earlier, you said that it's easy to rage bait me, and it's really not. Like earlier, when I was doing the whole sarcasm thing, I was purposely being obnoxious and sarcastic because that's the joke. Geekdom, I think you're a little sarcastic. Me? No. Sarcastic? How? That was my little way of making fun of him. Now, what's funny is that's not gonna work, bro. It's like the guy last week tried that, bro. Like it's not gonna work, bro. It's actually funny though. Like that actually makes me laugh. So he's entertaining me. Mm-hmm. The thing is that I was gonna say something before I bring up Vortex. Like the me being sarcastic thing is funny because like I've always been sarcastic, but I remember like one of my friends told me, he said the funniest kind of humor in the world is sarcasm. I don't know if I agree with that. I think dirty humor is probably more up my alley, but either way. Oh, there he is, bro. Look, there. And look, he changed his name finally. YouTube gave me these numbers, so now he changed it.
On Jedi Racer now.
Yeah, because he's into racing, which he says he always was, but I don't know if I believe him. Yeah, I'm always sarcastic, but I mean, yes, actually, you're right. Fart humor is... I showed Heesh some secret buttons in my house, bro, that I'm sure he'll be more than happy to tell you about.
There's a reason why I call his place the House of Ass.
Yeah,
when he was joking about his place, like the House of... And like, no, your
house
is the House of Ass.
This guy's a real fan. Look what he wrote. Dude, you're a fucking hardcore fan. That takes me back. Bro, he's talking about some shit from like 20... Again, he's a hardcore fan, bro.
I actually don't know if I know Smudge and Stevie. Damn.
It's a guy who I called a sheep fucker many years ago on a World of Geekdom video called Geekdom Takes Out the Trash. It was
that dude.
It's the only drama video I've ever actually done. Like
I remember
on
that,
YouTube.
and you told me you got in trouble with Kamea-con at the time. Like they were like, bro, don't be trying to start fighting people.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. What happened was Stevie, that same guy, tried to go on the Kamea-con page starting shit, and then I like got on there and it went back and forth, and yeah, that's what happened. He was starting shit with Kamehacon. Yeah, well, remember the guy earlier who asked who spent money to say why wasn't Peter Kalamas at Kamehacon? Then I pulled out the fucking video of him at Kamehacon.
Yeah.
So, yo, brother, you're live. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
How are you?
Glad to see another day. How about yourself?
Yes, sir. It's been a minute. I remember the last time I spoke to you was what? That call-in stream at like 4 in the morning?
Yeah. Well, no,
Bro,
there was another one that you did. I came on it, but that other one was at like 6 a.m., but I was at work.
It was one of those.
The lighting in the hood, bro. You look like you're a Sith Lord. You're about to pull out the lightsaber next.
Well, he said,
I freaking love it.
Star Wars is my favorite genre to watch, so love it a lot.
Have you watched the Mall show? Because it's out.
I'm actually gonna hit play once I'm done topping it up doing the stream.
All right. So, well, what are your thoughts on Toriyama? By the way, I love Star Wars too, but Toriyama, it's his birthday.
Toriyama.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I'll just be real brief. Just saying, like, it's pretty much back in the early 2000s. I did not. I think I mentioned this before. Like, I wasn't into anime that much until the early 2000s. So, but Ronin Warriors was my intro into anime, and then
very 90s.
And then it was like a anime DVD that I was watching, and Dragon Ball Z was being promoted on there, and I was calling Funimation up for their DVD collection and stuff to order Dragon Ball Z, and that's pretty much how I got introduced into Dragon Ball, because I was like, oh, this is Dragon Ball Z. They kept showing the Dragon Ball episodes, the just the scenes and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is Dragon Ball. What is Dragon Ball? And then that, from there, that's how I pretty much came into the Dragon Ball era and everything like that. So that's pretty much my full-on introduction, and just what Toriyama brought to the table with the characters, with the story, and just the fact that, like, Goku is literally like one of my favorite characters of all time. Like, how he treated people just in general, didn't matter who you were. That's how I function, operate, and flow in reality. So that's why I love Toriyama so much, because he, to me, from my perspective, felt like he created Goku to show the world that anybody can treat anybody with kindness. Anybody can forgive people, can hold them accountable, can, you know what I mean? Positives, negatives, all that, and just be decent. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z so much. Just what the character Goku and the family oriented stuff, all of that stuff. That's what Toriyama means to me as a human being, for myself personally. So, and why I continue to watch Dragon Ball Z every year, almost every year. So, that's pretty much.
So when you say you watch it every year, are you doing that thing where you're watching the entire show, or are you watching bits and pieces like every year?
Usually through the entire show.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, but that's why I say I love it so much. Like, and there's not that much anime out there that I'll sit there and be like, oh, let me rewatch it consistently. There's only a few, and even some of the newer stuff like Demon Slayer, like, and even like I think today's the day that Demon Slayer came out 7 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how anime resonates with me. If it's really connecting with me, yeah, you got me locked in. I'm gonna rewatch you for the rest of my life. So that's what Dragon Ball Z is for me. So that's what Toriyama means to me, and heartbroken that he passed away, but it is what it is. It was his time. You know what I mean? We just got to continue to move forward and hope for the best. And like I tell people all the time, just be kind to one another. That's what's missing in this world. Kindness is free. If you can't do that, you got to reevaluate your life.
And sarcasm.
Yeah.
Sarcasm's also free.
Yeah,
so
indeed. So
no, but I wanted to comment on what you said. So let me ask you. Okay, well, everything right, but I was gonna say have you tried any of Toriyama's other stuff? And I'm not even saying it's easy to find necessarily, because it might not be. Dragon Ball is pretty easy to find.
Right.
But have you tried like anything else? Like I'm just curious. Like earlier we played the Cashman thing. Have you read anything else besides Dragon Ball? And I'm not saying this to like try to pick on you. I was just curious if there was if it opened up doors for you.
No. So, I love to read, right? But it's mostly Star Wars stuff. So,
Right.
And a little bit like of the Jack Reacher stories.
You should read the what's the name of that Toriyama manga, bro? Is it Papaya Island? The Wawa Island, bro. It's a Star Wars parody. It's basically a Star Wars parody.
Okay,
That was his first manga, right?
Yeah, that was the first manga he did, and Torishima said we can't publish this because it's you're using copyrighted Star Wars characters. Oh,
Yeah,
see, that's the funny thing, brother. Toei and Crunchyroll love to abuse copyright, representing Dragon Ball, and yet Mr. Toriyama himself put Star Wars characters in his manga, and Torishima was like, "We can't print this." It came out later on though as a parody.
I'm definitely down to read other stuff. Now I've read a little bit. I've been keeping up with the super manga at least. But I have yet to read the original Dragon Ball manga. I've been meaning to, but I'm so busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. I just be like, I'll get to it eventually. But I would love to sit down and read the manga. I don't mind it at all. I'm reading a couple other mangas off to the side, but I'm more of somebody who I'll sit and watch something and then like put it down for like even sometimes for like years and then pick it back up later type of stuff. But I can't like binge or can't like fully just engross myself into a content or something like that. But that's just me personally. I have friends that are just like, how would you not watch the whole thing? It's like, because I want to watch something else. You know, it's okay.
I can relate to you on that. Some things I can binge, other things I can't. But also, you're kind of like me in the sense that you aren't really a big anime fan. Like, here's the thing. I'm not saying that I don't like anime. I want to make that clear. But I'm not the kind of guy who's like, oh, there's 5 new anime out. Don, and JoJo Part 7. And so...
Don.
No, I'm just naming stuff. I'm just naming random stuff. And it's like, bro, you got to check out Furion or whatever it's called. Stone Warrior. Stone, what's this? Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone. Yeah. And then Fire, what's the fire one called?
Fire Force.
There you go. See, look at this nerd.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd. No,
Anime's great.
No, anime is great. I just never, it's not that I don't like it. It's that I have a small, like, Evangelion, Ronin Warriors, you mentioned. I have like a little, I'm not like an anime fan where I'm like waiting for, like, oh, I can't wait for the Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that I'm like Dragon Ball hooked me different. Like, I'm into other stuff, bro. I'm into like sports and shit, like, you know, and video games. And it's just hard to have time.
That's the one thing
interesting because, sorry, you go ahead, bro.
No,
go ahead. I'm gonna try and get you the link to that manga, but go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
Like, the thing is that Dragon Ball is actually a giant gateway for a lot of people. It functioned as a gateway for a lot of people to be getting into a lot of anime. It worked with me in that way. That's how I got into Fairy Tail. I mean, actually, it was Yu-Gi-Oh that started off, but like Dragon Ball really is just like kicked in because like just from how it inspired many different characters and the creations and such that people get by that. It's like Dragon Ball, whether people want it to or not, is just functionality intertwined in so many different cultures nowadays where you can still see some form of Dragon Ball residing within like the current stuff. Even in Pokemon nowadays, like literally at the end of what was it called? Like the Ash's final battle, bro, is doing like a Kamehameha pose with Pikachu. Like, yes,
everything. And not to mention Mario. Mario's run is basically the Arale run. She came first. So, real quick, bro, if you don't mind, can you, real quick, Vortex, can you check the private chat? I just sent you a link there. This is a link so you can read the Toriyama Manga Theater, because that's got all the miscellaneous stuff, including the Star Wars parody. It's in there. Okay. Do you see that link there, that AC? Does it show up for you?
Hold on, let me, I'm on my phone. Let me,
does it, Heesh, when you're on your phone using StreamYard, or do they have access to the studio chat?
I've never used StreamYard on my phone. I've always been on PC. I can't answer that.
I'm pretty much on a separate section on my it just has me like on. It has this like you, him, me, nothing else. So I can't even see the chat. I'm not even there. So I'm on my laptop now. Let me pop up here and see.
Oh, I was gonna say if you want, I can just email it to you. I mean,
yeah, that's fine too.
I'm just saying like that way you at least have it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can read it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say too. Like I am like a big anime fan. Pretty much.
I like some anime. I was just playing earlier. I'm not like one of those guys that like, you know, I don't know everything about every anime, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an expert at like One Piece or anything like that. You know, I'm a Dragon Ball. Like, I would consider myself a Dragon Ball historian, but I'm not an anime historian.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what's I need your email or some way of sending this to you, bro. I already got the link and everything.
Think of where I don't want to say my email live.
Okay, what about Instagram? Like, I'll just send it real quick and be done.
Are you?
Wait, what if you just sent an email to like Danny's business email that's in his like channel thing?
You could do that as well.
And then from there he can respond with the link.
What is it?
Super Friends. It's in the YouTube. superfriendsmailbox@gmail.com. But I just gave it to you. Doesn't matter.
Hold on, repeat that again. I don't got confused. Hold on.
I know it. I said it fast. Oh, just send me an email and I'll send you one back with the link. Piece of cake.
You said where's your email attached?
It's in my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, and then where it says, hold on, where it says best in the world, best content analysis, news, opinions, and then hit more. It'll then say links, merchandise, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, PayPal,
okay. I see view email address.
That's it. That's it. So send an email to that like today, because I've already got the link right here, bro. Like, fuck it. Like, I'll just send it to you now since I've already got it pulled up.
Okay, that's cool. I could do that. Yeah,
might as well, right?
Sure. While you do that, I wanted to actually discuss something that you reminded me of, bro. Sorry, what was your name again? I can't even see your name.
Vortex
46.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to get you up. It's because the stupid banner's above your name. I'm sorry about that.
Vortex. Okay,
and not just the one that says I'm sarcastic, but go ahead.
the thing that you were saying about Goku is actually one of the reasons why I feel much more passionate today about the sub in particular. Even though the sub in with the changes that it's made to Goku's overall character,
everybody listen.
It does have issues. The big thing in particular, you can actually say it's dub Goku versus manga Goku, but the thing is that manga Goku's whole sense of, if Goku is fighting someone as a, you know, and he's in the dub, he's preaching about how that person is wrong, how that person Goku has a sense of justice. He's trying to fight with him on a moral level and is trying to conflict with this guy. Right. Goku in the manga / sub is not so much more focused on that guy, but specifically focused on himself. The thing that is powerful about the sub version of Goku is that the way that he carries himself, he's all about improving himself. He works on himself, and as a result of that, other people change without him having trying. To me, this is way more powerful than this preachy, over-the-top, nonchalant bullshit that we end up seeing in the dub, that they end up doing with superheroes, that forces this narrative that just doesn't come across natural in that way. And it's especially one of those things where you see this in the original dub. Like, it's so obvious looking back, like just how much of the additions were added in, because Goku's character continuously is actually having conflict with himself from what he preaches at some point versus what he's preaching at a different point.
I believe, like, and it is true what you're talking about, because, like, in a sense, sometimes when talking about Demon Slayer, people will, as you see it all the time, you're like, oh, which version should I watch, sub or dub? A lot of people, most people would say sub. I
heard the dub is not bad though. I've heard the dub is pretty good.
Other people will be like, oh, watch dub. I'm one of the many that be like, oh, you should watch it in sub first and then watch it in dub. But you're to me, you're still getting more of the raw emotions from the sub version of Demon Slayer versus what they've done with the dub. The dub is not bad. It is not. It's actually pretty decent, right? So same thing, correlating with the sub for DB, same situation. They're it's like pure form of emotions, of feelings, of thoughts, of everything that you want wrapped in a nice bowed up box, handed to you as a beautiful gift. When you got the dub where they switch some things around. I actually did a video about the dub when Jiro first ran into Yamcha, and Yamcha responded and said, "Hey, there's androids here, blah blah blah," and Jiro didn't say anything. He just went about his business. But when Piccolo mentioned the androids, Jiro's response was like, "How did you know we were androids?" And I was like, well, why would he say that in the dub? Why didn't he say that to Yamcha? But he says it to Piccolo.
I don't remember that at all. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that my brain, that has to be a dub thing. But I want to say, though, I disagree with you about what you're saying.
Sure.
Yes, and I'll tell you what I mean. Yes, when you're talking about dub and sub, like with Demon Slayer and a lot of anime that has good dub, I would agree that maybe you're missing some context with emotion, things like that. Dragon Ball's different. Dragon Ball Z's dub butchers the story for at least 3 arcs. Dragon Ball Z's dub changes so many things around. From the Frieza saga into the Android saga, every episode has anywhere between 35 to 50 dub changes. Thankfully, the Buu saga doesn't have as many. Thank God. But so like I would agree with you about most anime. Like, yeah, you have the dub sub debate, and sometimes the dub has great performances. But with Dragon Ball, that script was so butchered that like, and there's the thing, I watch most of my anime dubbed. If somebody tells me, look, bro, the dub is trash, then I'll listen to them. I will listen. But like for Dragon Ball, I just can't watch it dubbed because it's just too. Like, I'll listen to a line that I know is wrong, and I'll just be like, I can't deal with it, but I can watch it to laugh at it, So I was just letting you know that, like, I would agree with you about most things, but with Dragon Ball, that dub, it's not quite for kids. It's not that level of censorship, but it is, like, almost there. You know what I'm saying?
There is one butchered dub I've been actually meaning to watch for the longest time. If people
the big green?
No. It's not even Dragon Ball.
Oh.
It's the Ghost Stories dub.
I think you told me about that.
Bro, that's the one where they got like they do like the most horrific change, like think of a big black guy chasing you or some out of pocket shit like that.
What?
No,
was it high school again?
So all this kid is doing, he's trying to like get ready to run. So they then throw this out of pocket joke about like him running away. It's crazy.
I think you sent me a clip of that, bro. I remember that. Remember you sent me a clip from YouTube.
Yeah, if people in the chat know what I'm talking about, like y'all know exactly where I'm coming from with this. There's so many different. They do this thing where they even make like some of the shit that they did was like actually offensive, but somehow they were able to get away with it.
It looks like I typed it in. It looks like it's a movie or something like that. Came out 2000.
Hold on, I'll find it for you.
By the way, bro, send me the email because I need to send you this like as soon as possible. Because I gotta get Gaming Hub UK. By the way, Hubuk, I do not see your camera, bro. I do not see your camera on. Okay, now it's coming on, I think.
Hold on.
Listen, bro, I've seen what you look like, Hubuk, and I'm not trying to see your camera. No, I'm kidding, bro. I'm fucking with you. Oh, there he is. There's Geekdom being mean again. Uh-oh. Geekdom's so mean to his subscribers.
No, just go ahead, fam. Do you think I just want to hop on real quick? I didn't want to hold you because I know you got to go too. So you got
no. What I wanted you to do is send me the email so I can email you back the link so I can get it. Because here's the thing: if you send me the email later, like I have to do something at 8, and I'm gonna be mad busy till like 10:30. Right. So
that's what I was gonna do that right now. I just gotta.
That way, like, I don't like, because sometimes people will send me an email, like, it'll be like 3 days later, and I'll be like, what were we talking about again? Sometimes I get like a lot of shit and it gets pushed down, and you know how it is.
Right.
Like, like, then I forget, I can't get back to, whatever. Anyways, yes, I've never seen the Ghost Stories dub, but a bridge before a bridge, does that make sense?
Yes, that's a perfect explanation.
Some say that about Dragon Ball Z, but yeah, it's not the same thing.
I mean, no, that's not even funny though, except for a couple. Like,
let me get the super chat. He says rereading, not rereading. Look, read carefully. Rereading Dragon Ball for the second time. That means the third time, because you said rereading. Made me appreciate it more. From the 23rd Budokai to Frieza's, honestly, Pete, Dragon Ball Super's missing that tension. I would say from the Demon King Piccolo arc, but I agree with you. Those are my favorite arcs too. And yes, it's the more you read the Dragon Ball manga, the more you tend to like it. And that goes for the anime too. And then Jay Croriorion says, I like men. Well, good for you, bro. I've had some very interesting people in the chat today. But you know what? If we're celebrating Toriyama, you might as well be funny, because he would have appreciated that. The thing about Akira Toriyama, bro, and me and Jordan have tried to explain this to people, and even Heesh has, you can't take him seriously. Even when he gets interviewed, right? And they're like, Toriyama sensei, tell us about 17 and 18. You know he makes it up as he goes along, right? Oh, let's see. Well, they used to be teenagers, and their names were Lapis and Lazuli. He just makes it up as he goes along. Like, if you listen to his interviews, he literally, like, okay, Toriyama, well, you know what I mean. You read him. And he always puts laughs because the dude literally doesn't give a shit. Like, when they ask him, can you tell us about the origin of Majin Buu and Babidi created him? Well, actually, that's not the real story. The real story is that Majin Buu existed since time immemorial, right? And it's like, oh, okay, she's retconning himself. Yeah, but he doesn't care. Like, he's just like, if I were to ask,
funny enough, like, technically it's true because of the demon realm. So everyone's like existence started being time immemorial.
If it's before the multiverse, I would agree with you, and that you're right. But it's still, the demon realm's another retcon. However, it's like, okay, let's pretend Toriyama was alive. And I went up to him and I said, Toriyama sensei, can you tell me about Yamcha's mother? He'll be like, well, her name was Stacy and she liked to go to the movies. He'll make it up as he goes along, bro. Like, that's Toriyama. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is Akira Toriyama. He doesn't care that much. He cares if you fuck with his shit, but he doesn't care about, like, he doesn't think, like, when he's writing, he's not like, okay, he's not like Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien has the entire lineage of the Hobbits going all the way back to, like, the original Hobbit from, like, the Undying Lands. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tolkien has entire family trees. Toriyama gives no fucks about that kind of shit. Anyways, I gotta let you go, bro, because I gotta get Hubuka.
Yeah, do you think? I just emailed you just now. So
did you? Okay, because I don't see anything yet. But I already have it in my copy pasta, so I will email you back once I get it. Because hold on, I didn't go to spam, did it? Grubhub. That's not you. Okay.
I hope you didn't mistype it. I'll get you the. Hold on. I could have just sent the link in the private chat if you're able to see it.
I already sent him the link in the private chat. Remember? I sent him.
In the private chat right there, that's a link to the.
That's so he can.
Theater.
That's right. That's what he wanted.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm emailing him.
Trunks' hair color is both blue and purple because because Toriyama's coloring, bro. He's like he doesn't take the coloring seriously.
This
he can
is
do whatever
true.
he wants at any given moment.
This is actually a good question, Clips. See, when Clips does good stuff, I put him over. I don't know. He's never brought up Tolkien. I don't know. But you know who has read Tolkien? Yuji Horii, the Dragon Quest writer. And him and Toriyama were buddies. So there's a chance that maybe Hori talked to Toriyama about Tolkien, but we don't know if he actually read Tolkien. Anyways, bro, I gotta bring up Hubuk, but send me an email if you can. I haven't. Well, you said you did already, so I'll send it back to you whenever I get it.
Okay.
All right,
y'all
bro.
take care.
You have a good one.
You too. Peace.
Later. All right, Hubuk, we only have like a few minutes, bro. I didn't mean that. Hubuk is always the last one. He's and he was the last one last time, and the poor guy was on the bus waiting forever, and I feel guilty because I don't want him to wait forever, bro. Hubuk, I cannot see you, but you should be on with me.
Wait 1 sec.
Did you forget to take the lens cap off?
No, I'm
that
on my
would be
laptop, bro. But
open the laptop. Open it.
I mean, I have. I'm not retarded, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I had you mixed. Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
it says
man.
it said device not connected. Hold on, Hubuk. Okay, wait, there he is. There you go, bro.
there we go. Right.
Let me guess, bro. You had on the masturbation veil in case you accidentally.
No.
Is that the new mic? Is that the mic setup you got a while back? That you showed me?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. And then these glasses are just for the blue lights. Don't worry, I've not lost my vision. But
You look good, bro. You look good.
no, thank you.
You look good. No, really, you look good.
No, thank you.
Not like in a
was
gay
gonna-
way.
No,
No, go ahead,
no,
bro.
no.
Go ahead, bro.
I know.
Go ahead.
Right.
You look
so-
healthy, bro.
Yeah, I have been hitting the gym. I know it's impossible to tell right now, but I have been.
I believe you.
But right, sorry. So when it comes to Toriyama, I think I started like way back when I was like 7 years old, and the first thing I saw was the Broly movie on a friend's house, and that's how I got introduced to him. It wasn't
The
until,
Broly,
like-
the Z Broly movie, right? The original
yeah,
one.
the very first one, yeah.
Right.
Because he had a DVD, his dad had got him, so I saw it like that. Now, when it comes to reading Dragon Ball, yes, I did like much later on in my life when I was like 2019, 2020. Yeah, it was like that late.
Very recent.
Yeah, because I was a dummy. Yes, I'm guilty of it. I don't know. if you
Everybody
remember,
was, bro.
But I remember this one time you had lectured me. on
I did?
X. Yes,
Was it?
on
What
X.
did I say?
So you said to me,
Here it comes, guys. More examples of me being a terrible person.
no, he was not a terrible person at all. And I take it to heart that I'm glad you told me that. You told me, like, listen, bro. And back then you were worse than what you're now. I can tell it to people here. You told me, like, listen. I
Gee,
don't care-
thanks.
But you're like, listen, bro. You have time to talk bullshit on Twitter. You can't spend that time reading. And that's when I was like, you know what? I will. And I
You know
took
what's
it
funny?
seriously.
I know I said that, and I would never say that now. That's not something I would say now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are lucky that, he has changed a lot.
Yeah, I was a
yeah.
real douchebag back in the day. Now I'm only half a douchebag.
He has
that your alarm?
removed the...
Yes, it is. I know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be out of here by now. But go ahead, Habuk. Go back. I have to go
Yeah.
turn. Actually, hold on. Let me turn the alarm off. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna go nuts if I turn this shit off.
He's gonna...
Okay, hold on. Don't talk. Don't talk yet. Hold on. Don't talk yet. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Okay, now go ahead and talk, dude. It's gonna drive me nuts. I will lose my mind hearing that. That's what I'm saying, bro. When I hear that, I wake up quick, bro. Because I hate it. I hate that alarm. Here's the trick, y'all. If you have issues oversleeping, set an alarm that's really annoying. That way you wake up mad. You wake up angry, but you're up. And you're ready to go to work.
I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. You saw the Broly movie. You were a dubby, and
Yes.
I told you get the fuck off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Did I tell you to
Agreed.
stop jacking off? Because that sounds like something I would say.
No.
He's just like- he's just
so
like-
much time left.
You better not tell him that. Anyways, no. Go ahead.
Right. So, to make it simple, I then read, and then I met Jordan. And through him, I realized there's more to Dragon Ball than just the manga. And that's when I got into Journey to the West. I then met Heish and a lot of people who, you know, opened my eyes to more knowledge. And of course, I am very fortunate that I met these guys. You know, it's like, I think, you know, like if Toriyama had never written Dragon Ball, I probably had never ever even known about Journey to the West, let alone, you know, anime, because I was never one. And I would say I thank him for that a lot because, you know, it's because of him I'm here today because I've had a tough few months, and it's really because of Dragon Ball, your content especially, that you know I'm getting through today. Yes,
I don't know, man. People say that. Listen, I believe you. People say
I'm not
that.
bullshitting you.
I know you're not. I just don't understand what I'm doing.
Listen, it's like it's that humor of yours that you know. If I'm having a shitty day,
But I thought I was a sarcastic piece of shit. I mean, I thought I mistreat all my subscribers. I treat them all like shit. You guys are. I hate all you guys, bro. You're all evil.
listen,
No, I'm
it's
evil.
thanks to you. It's thanks to you. I like Godzilla too. So never ever will I say that you're a bad person.
Right, but you also have, brother. The way that I feel about Tori from Cobra Kai is the way you feel about Shin Godzilla, bro. Because I just know every time I mention Shin Godzilla, bro. Yeah, see, you're putting your hands up because your hands would normally be in a different part of your body when I mention Shin Godzilla, bro. Because you're, guys, listen. He strokes with the left and he cradles with the right. That's all I'm saying, bro. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Heath, did you see what I was doing?
But
Dun, 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 dun.
I've seen that movie probably 50 times now.
That's how I feel about -1. But I did see Shin in theaters last year, even though I've seen that a billion times, and I really enjoyed seeing that in
I
theaters,
hate
bro.
Toho for not releasing it here in the UK. I am their paying customer, but those fucking you know, people will just never do it. They're scared that I'll see it 50 times again, but who cares?
That's money. Let me ask you something. Have you seen Shin Kamen Rider yet?
I have seen Shin Ultraman. I have not yet seen Shin Kamen Rider because I am first going to start with the original Kamen Rider, then I'll see Shin Kamen Rider because I need to get an idea of what Kamen Rider is.
Actually,
I know what it is.
You're not wrong in that. Okay, you can watch Kamen Rider Shin without having seen the original, but the movie is a big Easter egg. It's like the Mario movie. It's like the Mario movie. Like if you watch Kamen Rider, which by the way Kikuchi did the music for, and then you watch Shin, you'll get because Hideaki Anno plays a huge tribute. I'm telling you now, bro, I did not like Shin Ultraman, but I loved Shin Kamen Rider. It wasn't as good as Shin Godzilla, but it was still fun.
No, it's okay. But what I'm saying is, even Shin Godzilla, there are so many Easter eggs, even in that movie, that if you have not seen the old movies, you'll never get any of them. But where was I? So, yeah, it's like, you know, it's such a weird thing that how, because of one manga, I got to meet so many people, even Derek Perdula, like, very nice guy, but I'm just like, you know, I could not imagine that, you know, like, you know, in a scenario where, you know, it's like you get to meet such amazing people. And even right now, I can't say much, but I am working on something for someone that is related to Toriyama. But, you know, it's like, I could not imagine that, you know, I could, you know, be like that.
Well,
you know?
my birthday is next Tuesday.
And
So
Graham has to suck it.
no, that's not how it goes.
No, that's what you do.
It,
no, it's
no,
the same
hold on.
message. It ain't
Hold
maybe
on.
the same exact word for word.
It's
That's the
not.
same
No,
message you
it's
ask
not.
every birthday.
Hold on. It is not.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's it. This is what it is. It's Graham. My birthday's next Tuesday, and this dick ain't gonna suck itself. That's what I'm saying, bro.
You might as well be saying the same thing.
Well, you're gonna say on your wedding night, bro. That's gonna be you on your wedding night. That's gonna be you on your wedding night. You're just gonna go up and say, "It's not gonna suck itself," in Arabic or whatever. Whatever. She better do it or else. You make me put up with this. No. Jokes, folks, just jokes.
No, but I
Yeah.
see what you're talking about, Hubik. The fact of the matter is that Dragon Ball, the community that was behind it, I remember back in the day, like just from how, like when we were, it felt like the coolest thing whenever you met other Dragon Ball fans, and it also felt like very validating because many of us, we grew up very embarrassed as to like how much like anime we liked. But when we actually were able to talk to other people who understood like why we gravitated so much towards this specific show, it genuinely felt like it made something special right there, like something you can really share. Because a lot of people who are Dragon Ball fans, right, the rest of their family, they don't understand like what exactly about the show makes them so passionate. And they're just like, oh, it's just that one show about that guy in the orange jumpsuit, firing blasts or whatnot, and people screaming, all those nasty stereotypes that you see about the show. That's what people would think about it. But then people who actually understand it on a surface level, they tend to gravitate towards each other more, for their actual ability to not only be able to understand it, but validate specifically why they like that. And it's because of Toriyama like writing such a show in the way that he did. That was even all of this stuff was even able to happen. Toriyama started the chain reaction. He
started a chain
originated from him.
reaction, and he created like a atomic bomb level blast in my life. But yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you were bullied and you watch Dragon Ball, you would feel like it's such a it's like a way where it motivates you in any language you watch, even if you watch it in dub for that matter. Like it has that power that I've not seen it with a lot of anime. Not saying there isn't. Please keep that in mind. But Dragon Ball, I don't know, like it just had that thing where I'm like, I should do things, where I should, make myself better. Like that's the main point. It's like nothing has ever made me do that more than Dragon Ball. And it's just like insane. And like, how do I say, like there are so many fans of Toriyama who are not even Dragon Ball fans, but they like Dragon Quest, Dr. Slump, or anything that he has done. Like, it's like you don't need to necessarily be a Dragon Ball fan to like Toriyama too. You can literally just enjoy his works however you were introduced to him. And it still just, feels the same way when it comes to, experiencing it.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, Toriyama has been influential in everything that I've done with my life. And I said this the other day. I'm going to wrap up the stream by saying this. Just being honest. Like, as a kid, I played Dragon Warrior, which was the first RPG I ever played, which is Dragon Quest. And that first introduced me to Toriyama's art. And that got me into RPGs, which I love to this day. And then as I started getting older, I watched, stuff that he had done, like some of the Dragon Quest stuff that I didn't know it was him. I didn't know who he was. I was a kid. You don't read the credits, bro. It's like when you read the credits, it's Mitsubishi Toyota. Like you don't know any of these people. Now it's different. Now we've got Ueda following us on Twitter, like real motherfuckers. Sato. But back then, and then so then in high school and middle school, I get into Dragon Ball and Z, and like and super pop. This is right around the Toonami boom, very popular. Got into the Japanese. Then there was that dark period where we had the PS2 games, but there really wasn't new Dragon Ball. Then boom, in 2008 we have Yo Son Goku, and I remember if you guys, this is old school. When Yo Son Goku first premiered in 2008, there was a link you could watch it subbed. It was the first time that Toei ever subbed their own Dragon Ball. It was not subbed by Funimation. So it got put out subbed, and it was only available for 28 days. You could only watch it for free for 28 days. So I watched it, whatever. Tex came over, and he watched it at my house for the first time. Like, that's how long ago it was. Then, Battle of Gods. Hype crazy. But this is before leaks. So, like, there were clips that had leaked onto the internet. Very hard to see, like, movie theater at an angle of, like, Goku fighting Beerus. And I remember I was at work at 3 a.m. because I had the overnight shift watching Goku versus Beerus in, like, really bad quality. But I didn't care. I didn't give a damn because I wanted to see it. I was trolling on the Kanzenshu boards, and then like I was not trolling, lurking on the Kanzenshu boards, and then right. Resurrection F is coming out, and I'm at work, like looking up information that I'm not supposed to be doing. And then after that job, I started my YouTube channel while I was still working. Then just started the channel because just to talk about that. It wasn't even meant to be like a business. It was just, you know, I wanted to recruit people. And then boom. After a year, the channel does really well, and I get fired from my job at Verizon, and I come home, and I tell my woman at the time, I say, look, I'm going to try this YouTube thing full time, and if it works, I'm not going to go back to IT. But if in 6 months, I don't, like it at 6 months, if I don't, if I can't make it work, I'll go back to IT. And here we are, 11 years later. I'm not with her anymore. Her loss, nevertheless, still. But since then, Dragon Ball has let me meet people like you guys, go to Japan, host conventions, actually make a living, become debt free. There are so many things that Toriyama has done for me that I can never repay him.
I would
That's
say
a
the
personal
same,
question,
yeah.
my man.
Including your mom or not including her? All right, I had to get him one. I had to get him one last time, bro. But thank you for the membership. But I will once again. We're gonna get out of here because I gotta go now. But I want to say thank you, Habuk. Thank you, Heesh. We're gonna be giving you guys the update. No, I did not get to meet Toriyama. I wish I did. He passed away too young. There's not a single YouTuber who's ever met Toriyama. In fact, most of Toei's never met Toriyama. Like 3 people. So, thank you for the support. God bless Akira Toriyama. I hope that he's in paradise or ends up there someday. I don't know if he is, but the man has done a lot for me and for all of us, and it's just, what more can I say, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. Take care now. Bye-bye then. See you next week. I got a special, actually, I see you Wednesday, but I have a very special show planned next week, but I'll announce that soon.